You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the Personal Injury Lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of the AFL Queensland.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 6 of the 2026 TPIL Lawyers QAFL Premiership season between Redland-Victoria Point and Noosa. My name's Kane Brown. Joining me in the box today is the great man, Mr. Jack Barry. Welcome, Jack.
Good afternoon, Kane. Great to be here. Beautiful conditions for footy today, and it's great to see, for me, the first time I get a chance to look at the reigning premiers under Coach Brad Moore, and also the Noosa Tigers, who have started 2-2, but under a legend from Tasmania in Darren Winter. So two coaches that are very good at their craft, and I'm sure they'll put two good sides together today.
No, a very famous name in Tassie circles, that's for sure, in Winter, and he's come in with that change. Matty Leuenberg obviously leaving Noosa at the end of last year. A lot of change, a lot of mix-up, some new players coming in. On the other hand, obviously, the reigning premier, a few changes in that lineup as well. Matty Hamilman has hit the ground running in season 2026. Another opportunity for him to look for that 100-goal milestone at the back end of the season. But I've been really impressed by Redland-Victoria Point's start this year, Jack. And on the other hand, Noosa, 2-2 start, are doing okay as well.
Yeah, should set up for a really competitive game today. But yeah, interesting you talked about Matt Hamilton. There's no question it's hard not to talk about him. He's such a key figure in Queensland footy. But last week he kicked 8 goals last week, and he kicked his 700th goal in sort of state league footy. You know, obviously he's played in the VFL and he's played in NEFL, and He's kicked 460-odd goals in the QAFL since doing that, so he'll be certainly a player to watch today. But joining him in the midfield is one of their former players who had an outstanding career at the Gold Coast Suns, in Alex Sexton. So looking forward to seeing the ball coming out of the middle of the ground from Sexton and seeing, because he's such a beautiful kick, and be able to lace out Hamlin. So that'll be something to watch for the Noosa Tigers, no question.
Well, that's a big one for me. I mean, Matty Hamilton, he's taken 38 marks inside attacking 50, and he's hit 36 goals. So he's basically at about a 95% success rate. He's been putting daggers through the middle of the goal square in the early stages of this season, and you're right. I mean, Sexton is just a class act, and coming into that midfield group, it should be an absolute cracker in that midfield battle, Jack.
And another thing, Kane, you were just telling me before we went on camera, that there's 3 debuts for the Sharks today. So Coach Brad Moore is certainly using his list. I think he's used nearly 32 players this year already, but 3 players coming in for their debut.
Well, just looking down at those names, we've got Byron Rigby, number 28. Keep an eye out for him. William Shepherd, number 30. And Jacob Templar, who's a late in making his debut as well, as the big fella, big centre forward Clay Cameron, unfortunately, has come out late of that lineup, Jack.
Well, interesting, Byron Rigby, his debut game today, but he won the best and fairest in the Colts last year. So looking forward to seeing how he goes. And, of course, William Shepherd for a South Australia recruit. A hard, strong body midfielder, so looking forward. He's played a couple of games in the reserves as he's coming back from injury, so he hopefully will be cherry ripe for making his state league debut. But also for the Tigers, another player that I'm keeping an eye on, given that we just spoke about young Byron Rigby, is Archie Shannon, number 51 for the Tigers. He won the best and fairest. Of course, they won the flag last year in the Colts Noosa, so that was great for footy. He won the best and fairest for the Colts last year. So let's watch how those 2 young lads go today.
Well, the other one's Sam Tilley, number 6. He's dominating the stat sheet for Noosa in the early stages of 2026. He's dominating disposals, clearances, contested possession, inside 50s. And also, when you work it out, he's at 121 disposals for the year, and 61 of those have been contested. So he doesn't take a step back from the contested work. He's not getting the free ball out the back. So, again, that midfield battle is probably going to be where it's going to be won this afternoon between these 2.
Yeah. And, of course, the Tigers have no trouble in recruiting players. It's hard probably to keep hold of them. Everyone wants to go and play. When the offer to come up to go and live and play footy at Noosa, I think most people think, well, I could have a go at that. That'd be fantastic. Half party is probably trying to keep him. But one of the players that have picked up is, of course, ex-premiership player for Broadbeach, Lucas Jelliman-Turner.
Well, that's another one, isn't it? Jelliman-Turner has had a wonderful time at QAFL level playing for Broadbeach. Really dominant force wherever he plays. He's been fairly versatile. He's played down back. He's played in the midfield, on the wing. So he's done extremely well while he was at Broadbeach, and it just puts another cog in the wheel for Noosa if he can take another big leap forward.
Another pickup for the Tigers this year was Kalen Shanks from Millicent in South Australia. Best on the ground in the last year's grand final. So, again, 2 South Australians going head-to-head, 2 country South Australian players today, with Shepherd making his debut, but a 2-time premiership player. So, looking forward to seeing how he goes today in what should be a pretty good matchup.
Well, I'm just going to give a quick mention to the big fella. Well, I was talking to him pre-game, and while we were talking to Brad Moore, the Redland-Victoria point coach, big Paddy Murdoch, big number 98 for Redland-Victoria point. He's come back. Brad Moore's talked him into coming back to footy. He's got a bit of an NFL background. He was on the list of the Denver Broncos for a couple of years. Unfortunately, suffered a horrendous leg injury, which has put him out of pretty much competitive sport for a pretty decent length of time. But he's a big body, great athlete.
He was, yeah.
Massive tank, and
spent some time on the Suns list, didn't he?
Exactly right, and they were desperate to keep him involved at AFL level, possibly getting him to stay with the Suns, but he had an opportunity overseas in the States that he took up. And I tell you what, just watching him, he's a tremendous athlete, massive tank, and for a big fella, he's going to cover plenty of ground today, that's for sure.
Of course, with the ones coming into the 3 debuts, the Sharks have lost a couple of players. They lose big Craig Malone, the big dominant ruckman. So he's out of the team today. Horsfield's out of the team today. And, of course, the Brisbane Lions recruit in Madden also out of the team today. So sort of bring it back to the pack a little bit. It'll be if the Tigers have got to play them. You know, if they can stem the midfield flow, and Aston's having a great season. Aston, who's the skipper this year, along with Luke O'Sullivan for the Sharks. So again, if they can stem Aston and Sexton and those types of players, and they try and cut off that supply to the Hamilton and Murtagh, then potentially, you know, the Tigers can certainly challenge.
Well, geez, Craig Malone's a massive out, isn't he? I mean, with the leaving of Big Heady at the end of last year after that premiership, their ruck stocks are a little bit stretched. But obviously, you probably see the likes of Paddy Murtagh, maybe Matty Hamilton forward of the footy. I mean, Adrian Williams has a knack of popping up. I wouldn't like to see him in the centre bounce.
Well, no, he's out. He's not
he's out as well.
Yeah,
so
he's not playing today. I think he's playing limited games this year, sort of the back end of his career. I'm not sure exactly if he's playing. I did see him a few weeks ago in one of the shops, but I didn't go up and say hello to him, but let him shop in peace. But yeah, I don't know if he's playing all the games this year. You know, he might be playing a little bit of footy in Tassie and a bit up here as well. So.
Well, there's another massive out. So they're going to be. It'll be interesting. Those generals are generally across those three lines aren't really there, for the exception of Hamilton. So you'd like to think the likes of Miller. Who's the other one? I'm just trying to think here. Luke O'Sullivan as well, down back, cross half back.
Well,
they're going to be the generals down there and trying to make sure they don't leak too many scores inside defensive 50.
And one of the players who's played 50-odd games now at the Sharks, really cemented himself after a career at Morningside, but he's really made for his name for himself out here. Is Jake Chapman, number 2 in the back line, attacking defender now. You know, I'm sure we'd love more midfield time if he can, but he's doing such a tremendous job of rebounding the footy out of the D50. So looking forward to seeing Jakey Chapman apply his trade today.
Well, it's a beautiful day for footy. Not much of a breeze around. Barely a cloud in the sky. Pretty good crowd here that turned up to the home of the Redland-Victoria Point Sharks. And we're just about ready to go. We're going to have to keep a quick eye on which way each team is going. But I'm just quickly going to run through. Didn't give a mention of the umpires, unfortunately. The Bradham's Windows and Doors, the major sponsor for the umpires in season 2026. Field umpires Jake Edgar, Jamie and Jamison Galbraith and Belinda Marr. Boundary umpires Thomas Lay, Andrew Leach, and goal umpires Alistair Meldrum and Campbell Shaw. Good luck to the people in green this afternoon as players just wandering out to their position. And again, plenty of outs for Redland-Victoria Point. Noosa have got nothing to lose, a 2-2 start. If they can knock off the reigning premier this afternoon, it'll be a massive plus for them. But like we said pre-game, folks, keep an eye on the likes of Sexton, Campbell Aston, and Matty Hamilton up forward. He's been kicking bags and bags to start the year off.
It looks like it'll be Gardner, number 24 for the Sharks in the ruck. I think he'll be going up against number 27, the athletic Paddy Monk.
Well, Monk should be interesting. Haven't seen too much of him. There goes the siren. We're ready to go, and here we go. Both ruckmen go up. Probably Redland-Victoria Point won the tap out. Trying to get the first clearance. Found a free kick. And it looks like, surprise, surprise, it's going to Sexton. Sexton now kicks inside, taking 50, looking for Hamilton. 2-on-1, Campbell Aston at the front. Trying to get the ball away with a teammate. Got gang tackle there from the Tigers, and that's the first stoppage.
Yeah, good defensive pressure by the Tigers. Aston was in a prime position, front and centre.
Well, here we go again. Noosa trying to clear out trouble. Just up to this broadcast eye win. Great mark there, taken by... Jeez.
That's Mazzo.
That's Mazzo.
He's kicked 10 for the year.
Well, I think a mix-up with my team sheet here. Jack, keep an eye on that as Welshon kicks inside, taking 50. That's got to be a mark. Yes, it is. It has been paid. So it's going to go to the big fella and Reece Free, the captain, who started the year off pretty well as well with his contested marking. Had plenty.
That was good ball movement by the Tigers. One possession there. Played it up in the outer, in front of the grandstand wing here. And a nice kick going inside forward 50. The Tigers get their first shot for the afternoon, Kane.
Well, this should be very interesting indeed. Free First score for the day. That's not the best of kicks. Might not even score. Just trickles over the boundary line, right forward pocket. Bit of a shank off the boot from free early on. Bit of nerves going.
Pushed it wide. The Tigers will be looking now to try and lock this ball inside forward 50. So look out for some of their smaller players.
They're trying to build that wall up across their half forward line too. Try and lock that ball in. Ruckman go up, dropped a little bit short, gets out the back. Could have been held. Redland-Victoria playing. No, says the umpire. So he's going to come in and throw that ball up once more. About 35 out from the Tigers' goal. Ball goes up again. Good contest. Plenty of numbers around that footy. Good luck getting it out there. Another stoppage. As a young man in Pettigrove picked himself up off the base of that pack. Campbell Aston trying to get the handball out. Dangerous there. Sullivan's around the mark. Gets on the left foot. Rolling it to the 50-metre arc. Unfortunately, can't keep that one in. Well, that's going to be a boundary throw-in. We're on the 50-metre arc here, so the Sharks have progressed a little bit out of their back 50. Noosa, again, trying to get first score of the day. Ball rolling around, could have been over the shoulder. No, said the umpire, and here come the Sharks. Broadcast side wing. Who's there? Good work by Noosa on that occasion. Handball back in board. They've got some room to move here if they use it well. Look out. Kicks it up to half forward. One-on-one. Great punch over the line.
Yeah, Scotty Miller, an experienced player. Just got his body in there and was able to work his player under the ball, get the fist into the ball and take it over the line and out of bounds.
Well, it was a 2-on-1 at the drop of the ball if they came to ground. So well done, Miller. Ball being thrown back in. In the front was Noosa. There's a chance. Go get the handball out. Good handball back in board. Look out. You could be in trouble. Another handball. Right foot snap. Till about 15 metres out. That ball's going to bounce up on its end. Gets punched over the boundary line. Boundary throw in left forward pocket.
Yeah,
So
yeah, good work there by Sam Willoughby for the Tigers. Just getting on his boot, getting it down there as quick as he can. Didn't quite get to where he wanted to get it to, but they'll get another reset inside their forward 50.
well, they've had plenty of inside 50s to start this game off. Redland-Victoria Point haven't had a lot of it. Noosa, all out attack here. Trying to defend to the Sharks. Good tackle laid. That could be gone. No, says the umpire. Play on. Handball. Gets on the right foot. Snaps around the corner. Just offline. First score goes to the Tigers.
Yeah, good again. Just the defensive pressure by the Sharks and to try and stop that goal. Just got him off balance. So Sullivan to bring the ball in.
4.5 minutes played. First score of the board go to the Tigers. Minor score. Lead by 1 point. O'Sullivan. Kicks to this broadcast side. Murder goes up. Couldn't get a real clench on the ball. Ball hits a deck. That's a throw. Yes, it is. Right in front of the umpire. So here come Noosa again.
Repeat entries.
It's going to go to Pettigrove. Maverick. Here comes Maverick. Kicks to the pocket. Just over the head of Free. So another boundary throw in. Left forward pocket. About 10 metres out from the Tigers' goal.
It's congested down there. The Tigers are peppering away. But plenty of numbers back there for the Sharks.
Good luck trying to find some room to move in that forward 50.
Alex Pope was really good below his feet before.
There we go. A little bit of room. Again, this broadcast side. Mars got the height advantage. 2-on-1 though. That's ended up with Shanks. Shanks back inside taking 50. That's a brilliant kick.
We just weighted the kick beautifully, just out of the reach of the leading forward who made some space. And the Tiger forward was able to take a lead out forward in Curtis McCarthy and mark an easy one on the chest. So the Tigers get a real chance now to put their first on the board.
There's McCarthy. Well done. Shanks with that kick inside 50 was brilliant. Here's another chance for the first goal of the day. Can he kick true? Just push that out to the left, so another minor score. 6 minutes played. 2 behinds, the only scores on the board, and they're both going to Noosa. Sullivan again, he's going to kick out, goes straight up the guts. Good contest there, and again the young man in Shanks has cut that off. Looking for a leading target. He's about 90 out from goal, decides to go to the pocket, looking for free. Another good contested mark. So they're peppering away here.
Yeah, it was a great, beautiful kick by Shanks, a left footer. Looks dangerous with that leg. So again, just kicked it to his teammates' advantage. He just did a bit of ability work early in Curtis McCarthy, and he took a nice contested mark. He'll line up. This time he's had a look at the wind, Kane. So this time, hopefully, kick it nice and high and let the wind do the rest.
Well,
the slight breeze that it is.
He'd probably be aiming for that left goal post and then bring it back. Because the last kick he had, McCarthy. Can he kick true this time? That's a better kick. Look at that one come back. And he's gone straight over the goal post. Another minor score. 3 behinds. 7 minutes played, 6 minutes played. So they're peppering away here. Redland's got to find a way to get out of this back 50. Looking for Marta again. Playing in front. Good contest there. Ball dribbling toward this broadcast side boundary line. Good tackle by Aston. Not going anywhere, says the umpire. So another ball up.
Jack Burns happy to just take the tackle, get another stoppage, try and get another repeat inside forward 50 for the Tigers.
Ball rolling back in. Playing in front was Noosa. Again, they've been trying to use the hairball coming out of trouble, the Sharks. Kicks over the head of Brown, finds Hamilman. Marta's sprinting. He's the spare man. Look at the way he's running. That's not a bad kick from Hamilman. Good mark. Well, he had a couple of options. And it looks like Matty Hambleton.
Yeah, no, good mark. Under pressure, he's going to go short.
Hambleton, not quite sure what he was doing there, looking for Hamilman. That's been cut off again. He's had 2 or 3 intercept marks already.
Well, this is the coach's son and Tate Winner.
Oh, sorry, Tatey Winner, yes.
Yeah, no, he's a solid defender up from Tassie this year. Obviously followed his dad up and brings a lot of leadership to the club.
Great tackle, the Sharks. Won the hold on the ball. Going back in towards Marta. Marta!
Big, strong mark, Kane. He had 2 to beat.
Murder. It's Marta or murder?
Murder. So what do I say?
I'm going to go murder.
Yeah.
MU. So, good contested mark playing in front. He definitely had the height advantage.
Yeah.
Not much he can do when he outstretches those big arms. Murder. Might be his first goal in back at QAFL level. Leans back on the left. That's come back. Another minor score. So, played 9 minutes, Jack, and not a goal between these sides so far. The 4 behinds. Noosa's leading by 2 points. 0-3-3 to 0-1-1. 9.5 minutes played. Noosa go up. No one can be the clear winner of that contest. They're trying to handball out trouble. Kick around the corner, this broadcast side. Plenty of numbers around this ball. O'Sullivan, a little bit clumsy, a little bit clunky. Play on, said the umpire. Got the handball out. O'Sullivan's going to get it back once more. Good pressure there by the Tigers. Kick around the corner. Unfortunately, just comes off the outstretched hands. And over the boundary line from Paddy Monk. Couldn't take the mark there right on the boundary. Another boundary throw-in right in front of us here. 10 minutes played. Rucks go up again. Took it out of the contest. Good tackle laid. Could have been caught high. Yes. Umpire's going to call that one back. Going to go to Willoughby. Willoughby looking to give the handball off. Decides to go back. Plenty of time being taken on this kick. Goes long. To let 55 out. Free playing in front. Also there was McCarthy once more. Now they're trying to get out of trouble. Good team defence there by the Sharks. Free kick's going to go. Down there. Can't quite identify that player. Apologies.
Yeah, I reckon that's Lucas.
Lucas kicks the ball up. Again, Marta playing in front. Good contested mark. Gets around on the left foot. Hamilman, 1 out. Gets over the back. This is where he's really good. Oh, great handball back to Hamilman. Found a teammate down there in the pocket, all on his own. Good tackle laid. Unfortunately, it's going to be over the shoulder. Free kick. And it looks like the debutant might be... No, it's Miles Callahan, number 77. Right in that left forward pocket.
bit of Harlem Globetrotter work there by the Sharks, just keeping that ball alive.
Geez, how good was Hamilman there? He got the teammate out of the corner of his eye. Callahan, come around the corner. Another miss, just offline. So both sides peppering away in front of goal. And Noosa are going to try and come out from full back. Playing in front. Good effort there. That was Pettigrove again. Looking for free. O'Sullivan's going to get the handball here. Ducks back inside. That's brilliant by O'Sullivan. Chapman trying to be cute. Found a teammate again. Chapman trying to break the tackle. Now they've got a bit of room to move, the Sharks. Decides to take a bounce. Gets on the right foot. Really kicks to no one. Hamilton completely out of position. Dropped the mark he should have taken. Hamilton laid the tackle. Good tackling pressure again there from the Sharks. Locks the ball up at centre half forward.
And arm wrestle stuff early on, Kane.
Well, that was Cooper Pell laying that tackle for the Sharks. Sexton has been a bit quiet to start this game. All of a sudden he ends up with the footy. Got the ball on boot. Good tackling pressure there. Here's a chance. Chapman kicks to the hot spot. Playing in front. Hamilton. Good punch away there from the Tigers. Good pick up there. What's he doing there down there, McCarthy? That ball's not going to stay in either, so that's out on the full. And the free kick is going to go to the young man in Bromwich. Bromwich runs inboard. That's not a bad kick again. Looking for Hamilton, playing in front. Found a teammate. Unfortunately, couldn't get the ball on boot. There's another good tackle there from the Tigers.
We've got a couple of number changes here for the Sharks. We'll need to clean up. There's a number 9 out there and a number 29, so it's different to the team list that we've got. I'm tipping that number 9's probably Will Shepherd on debut.
Well, keep an eye on that.
I'm just taking a nice mark there, not played though.
Play on, said the umpire. Kick around the corner. Here's a chance for Noosa. Got to find a marking target. Free. The ball gets over the back. The Sharks have got the spare though, so got to be smart with the footy here. Decides to take a bounce. Kicks towards the goal square. Bit of a mongrel kick. No one home there for the Tigers. They got the 2-on-1. Great tackle there from the Tigers. Here come the Sharks again. Straight through the bread basket. Mark should have been taken and wasn't. Handball. Bit clumsy here from the Sharks. Just threw the one arm out. Tigers on the attack. Kick to half forward. Ball goes through everyone. Now, umpire's found a free kick. And it's going to go to number 42 and Jack Pocus. Pocus out of this broadcast side to Pope. Pope had a teammate running past in Lucas. All on his own, the big fella, number 24, Gardner. Gardner to half forward to Callahan. Callahan tried to find a teammate. That was good desperation there from the Tigers. Could be called deliberate. No, it isn't.
A great defensive pressure from both teams. They're really mopping up. Not getting clear entry going inside the forward 50, both teams with the pressure on the midfield from both groups at the moment.
He's been really impressive. I've liked Billy Shanks' game so far. Both ruckman wrestle, no clear winner. Good tackle laid, off the ball, play on, said the umpire. Sharks, again, the tackling pressure from the Tigers has been good. Aston got the handball out. Kick back inside, attacking 50. Ball comes to the front. Callahan couldn't lay a tackle. And the Tigers come out of trouble again. Oh, players come together. Free could have been held. Play on, said the umpire. Tackled on the footy was Pettigrove. He goes back in there, got the handball out. Now they're off and running through Tilly. Tilly to Mezzo. Mezzo to the pocket. Great punching clear, and again, guess who? It was Miller on the last line. Clears the ball for the Sharks.
Well, some great work by Mav Pettigrove, who in traffic there was able to win the footy, dish it out to his teammate. Very good under pressure, and they got a nice kick. So a couple of times now the Tigers have gone forward, but they've all been pushed up the ground. There's been no one at home, so to speak. So they've just been kicking the space, trying to beat them on the burst.
Ball back in. No clear winner on that occasion. Kick around the corner could be dangerous. Here's a chance for the Tigers to kick there first. That kick from about 45. It's there.
Oh, Sammy Willoughby.
Well done. Willoughby, first on the board for him. First goal of the day for this game, 139. Leading the Sharks 2 straight behinds. 7 points the margin. We've played almost 17 minutes in this first quarter, Jack. And I tell you what, Noosa got the first one on the board after Redland was peppering away again in their attacking 50.
Well, again, reward for effort, hasn't it been? They've been down there, they've had enough looks down there, and they've missed a couple of goals on line. As I said, it's probably a little bit more tricky than it looks out there, but that was a beautifully weighted goal. Launched it from just about 45 metres out from goal, and the Tigers get their first for the afternoon.
Well, Murder's back in the ruck for the Sharks. Gets up high. No clear winner. Campbell Aston with the tackle. No, it's gone too high. And that was Colombo. So Colombo to half forward. Gets over the back. Muir's down there for the Tigers. Got instantly tackled. So here's the Sharks trying to come out of trouble on that far side wing. Looking for the little kick to Aston. Had plenty of touches in 2026. Handball over the top wasn't great. Instantly gets tackled. Got the arm pin. Could be on the ball. Yes, it is.
Yeah, good play there by Aston. He's such a distributor. You know, if you're going to run off him, he'll give you the ball if you're in the right spot.
Bit of a hospital ball, unfortunately, that last hairball.
Yep.
Kick down towards the last goal kicker there in Willoughby. Willoughby and 50. So someone went over the mark or someone came in that protected space. So Willoughby, in the space of a couple of minutes, be lining up for goal number 2.
Well, we know he's got the distance. So just comes down with come down to accuracy. Just trying to work out where the mark is.
Geez, the guy's trying to work out where the mark was. The mark was another 20 metres behind them. So a bit of confusion there. Willoughby, goal number 2 in the space of a minute. Could be a great start for the Tigers. Lines up. Kicks true. Oh, just offline at the last moment. Tick under 19 minutes played. 1-4-10. Leading the Sharks 2 straight behinds. 8 points the margin first quarter, Jack.
Yeah, just tried to steer that one through. They're kicking right through the footy.
Miller out from full back. Found a target. That's okay. About 35 out. Gets called to play on for some reason. Decides to kick outside. Murder. Playing from behind this time. Good effort by him. Got the handball out. Instantly gets claimed though. Was Callahan.
Yeah.
Murder in the ruck. Got hands on it. Bit clumsy with the footy at the moment, the Sharks. Chapman, not the best of kicks, but they might get away with it here. Handball out to Aston. Aston comes back in board, could be in trouble. Got it on the ball. Got on the boot quick. Brown at the base of the pack. Hamilman instantly the blind handball. Didn't work for him on that occasion. Handball out, looking to switch. Kicks into a corridor of room. Here's a chance. Look out. Players could have come together there. Muir got the handball in board. Can't find a teammate. Kick around the corner. Hits the post.
Yeah. Airy Bamback. Just the Tigers' ability to stay in the chain there. They just got the ball forward any which way, but they wanted and then stayed in the chain there and had a shot on goal.
Geez, I think it was Tilly and Chapman going head-to-head here. That could have been a car crash between those two. It's not the best of kicks. Looking for Brown. Dropped the mark he probably should have taken. Handball over the top's okay. Again, that number 9's going to confuse me. Sexton to Hamilman.
One touch player. Sexton grabs it off 2 steps. Just laces Hamilman on the lead. No one can stop that.
You're talking about the depth kicking of Sexton, Jack, pre-game, and that was a perfect example of it.
Yep.
Hamilman did not have to move, and he's kicking right into it. See, that breeze has suddenly picked up a little bit. We're right behind this kick. That breeze is coming straight into his face. No one on the goal line for the Sharks, so that's interesting. Kicks.
Oh.
Look at that for a kick. That is ridiculous. That's there. Hamilman with his first. That's what the Sharks need in this opening quarter. 21 minutes played. The Sharks finally get their first, 1-2-8, trailing the Noosa Tigers 1-5-11. 3 points the margin, 21 and a half minutes played opening quarter, Jack.
Well, it's windy. The breeze has just picked up, but you would never have known it with that kick.
Oh.
It was straight as a die, as they say, and went straight through the middle. Unbelievable. Hamlin kicks his first for the afternoon.
Geez, no.
Only 4 times in the last 5 years has he been held goalless. Amazingly. So,
Geez, you told me that stat yesterday, and I'm still shaking my head about it. That's a ridiculous stat.
yeah, no, some of the stats I had a good look at the other day. Unbelievable goal kicker.
Well, here come the Tigers once more. Tilly's been a little bit quiet in this first quarter. That was taken high. Free kick paid. This is Rory McKenzie. McKenzie, broadcast side. They've got a little bit of room to move if they're good enough. Wirchin kicks the ball long. Again, probably not to the ideal spot from where his forward wanted it. Got punched over the boundary line once more.
Well, just spread the ball out wide just to try and get another angle going in. They've had a bit of success with their leads out towards this sort of commentary side.
They're definitely leading to this left forward pocket, aren't they? From where ladies and gents are watching. Sharks just hacked that ball out again. Murder's had a pretty good first quarter. Diving on the footy there. Couldn't lay the tackle, the big fella. They've got a couple of options here. That kick's not going to go 15. Play on set the umpire. They've got the 1-2 going. Dangerously close to the boundary line. That's a little bit inside out torp there. Got a Noosa player gone down. He might have lost a boot. Keep an eye on that, Jack. And Miller lays a tackle right on defensive 50.
Yep, just the old boot had fallen off for young Slaney, so either fixed that up. Just the movement by hands has been very good, the Tigers.
Yes, definitely. Oh, bit of a dump tackle there. Umpire said that's okay. That one there was from Curse McCarthy. McCarthy at the back of this pack. Play on, said the umpire. That could have been a high shot. That definitely was a high shot. Both missed by the umpire. Play on. Tigers still trying to pepper away. Miller got that ball intercepted by McCarthy. Kick off the ground now. Umpire has found a free kick. It's going to go to the Sharks.
Yep, I reckon there'll be Pope.
And it's going to, yeah, you're right, Jack. It's going to go to Pope. Pope now decides to do the dummy. Bit of an up and under king again. Murder. Didn't even get to the contest here. Got shepherded off. Free kick. Advantage paid. Hamilman playing in front. Good juggling mark. Play on, said the umpire. Handball back and board to Brown. Found a teammate out a little bit wider, and that was brilliant work by Brown.
Yeah, great work by Camp just to spread that ball across to the corridor.
Bromwich out there. So he just caught him out of the corner of his eye. Bromwich into some open space, and he's right dead set in front. He's going to be kicking this from about 48 out. It's going to take a pretty good kick. Kicks to the pocket. Murder! Not quite. Noosa coming out of trouble again from the outstretched hand of McKenzie. He's got a bit of room to move. Oh, can't be fumbling now. Both players dive on it. That could be on the ball. No, says the umpire.
Their attacking side, the Tigers, are trying to attack from defence and relaunch. That was good work. Unfortunately, just come out a bit unstuck.
Coming through that corridor through handball. It's been the sign of the times at AFL level so far in 2026, that's for sure. The Sharks defending pretty well, though. McKenzie again. Pardon me. Found the goal kicker. First goal kicker of the day. And Willoughby kicks to attacking 50, and that's a good defensive effort there from Jet Jensen. Jensen out wide to Shepherd, making his debut. That's not the best of kicks back in board. Kemp trying to track that ball down. Brown's around the mark again. Couldn't lay the tackle. Handball out wide. That's a bit of a hospital ball. Hamilton lays the tackle. So, bit of a few blind handballs that have...
They just want to keep the ball alive, don't they? They're just happy to try and take the game on, try and get numbers there to try and attack it.
Gardner to Aston. Murder. Well, you talk about a target up forward. This guy could be a massive addition with the likes of Who got? I mean, Clay Cameron's not playing today, so Murder's definitely got plenty of work to be doing at centre forward today. He's been in the ruck already as well. Murder on the left. Started it right. Unfortunately, that's not going to come back enough, so another minor score to the Sharks.
It's a good call, Kane. Just the thought of having Hamilman, Murder, and also Clay Cameron. Quick ball movement down there. They're going to be hard to stop.
You talk about three towers down there, and a mix-up. I mean, you bring Malone back in as well in the ruck. Murder can pinch hit in the ruck as well. That ball's come pretty well out from Noosa. Big fella took a mark. He actually paid the mark. He thought he dropped it. Hamilman again, playing in front. Brown at the back. Oh, no, the goal umpire was very quick to jump on that and had gone out of bounds before he had a goal of the year opportunity.
If the ball's been under pressure early in this quarter, Tom McNally's done a good job on Hamilman so far.
Yes, he has.
He can't stop that one on the lead, as you said earlier, but the one-on-one pressure, he hadn't done too bad.
Playing on that shoulder. Hamilman gave a shove out. That's got to be a free kick going to the Tigers. Yes, it is. Hamilman did not hide that well at all. A little shove out. Dangerous kick, good mark taken. This guy has a pretty good start as well in Marzio as the quarter time siren sounds. Marzio says, "My name's Marzio, Mr. Sexton. Nice to meet you." Bit of push and shove right on the quarter time siren. So, Jack, pretty interesting first quarter from both these sides.
Yeah, both teams had their chances during 1-5 for the Tigers. You know, they had a couple of shots on goal, couldn't quite get it. Goals are a premium today. Be really interesting to see how
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game, looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked.
Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy!
It's footy for me.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this round 6 TPIL QAFL clash between the Redland-Victoria Point Sharks and the Noosa Tigers. My name's Kane Brand. Still joining me in the box today is the great man Jack Barry. And Jack, what'd you think of that first quarter?
Yeah, I think both clubs had their chances, didn't they? Would like to have capitalised a little bit more, but they were right in the game now. I really was impressed with how Noosa were prepared to remove the ball, certainly running in numbers, keeping the ball alive with handball, backing up, staying in the chain, doing all those types of things. So they look quite impressive. We also got jumped down to the huddle and just picked up a couple of number changes. So Brian Rigby making his debut for the Sharks. He's actually wearing jumper number 30. Will Shepherd is wearing number 9, and Jacob Templar making his debut today for the Sharks, also wearing jumper number 29.
Well, thank you very much for that, Jack. And yeah, bit of an interesting clash between these two in that opening stanza. Only a couple of points in it. Noosa was doing a lot of attacking. Both ruckmen up again. Sexton tried to wrestle. Kick up towards Hamilman again. No one really there at ground level there for the Sharks. Noosa trying to come out of trouble through handball chains. Not great going through that midfield. Sexton gets the handball off. Oh, good dumping tackle there was Tilly.
Tigers just prepared, as I said, to move the ball as fast as they can through hands, even if there's a muck-up or they just try and get numbers around there, try and bring the ball back.
Both ruckmen again go up. He had a pretty good first quarter, the big fella in Gardner. That ball got dropped. Play on, said the umpire. Dumping tackle right in the middle of the ground. That one was from Cooper Pell. And the young man in Wirchin wasn't going anywhere. Again, players dive on it. Umpire says, give it to me again, boys. So I must admit, it's an interesting one with the matchup with Sexton in that midfield. We'll get back to that. Look out, good contest by Marta. Handball out, Willoughby. Good hands. They've got a bit of room to move on this broadcast side. That little chip kick's going to work okay. Ends up in the hands of Muir. He had a pretty lively first quarter as well. Gets on the right foot, kicks to half forward. Gets over the back, bit of a push. I saw, play on, said the umpire. That little chip kick works perfectly. It was the chip kick from Marzio, straight in the hands of Free. So, Free, there was plenty of balls going to him, not really to his advantage in that opening stanza. So this is his first real chance in front of goal. Difficult spot. Line up for his first. Second for the Tigers. Leans back, unfortunately. Did that sneak in for a score? No, it didn't. Not quite sure if that... I don't know why he's whacking the point post, the umpire. That ball went way above post. Jack. That's a first for me. And the Sharks are going to come out of trouble again through Chapman. Chapman to that far side. Find a teammate. Looks like Miller. Chapman. Oh, that's a great spoil. Now there's a chance here. Handball back and board. Didn't find a teammate, unfortunately. Miller tracking back. Back to Chapman. Chapman to that far side wing. Brown. Uncontested mark. Here's the coaching box, not that happy. Handball over the top. That ball's going to be kept in, just. Kick to half forward. No one really at home for the Sharks, unfortunately. And this man here has started brilliantly. Billy Shanks, another intercept mark. Kick across the ground. Tate winner. Not the best of kicks. That could have got intercepted by the Sharks. Now they've got a bit of room to move the Tigers. The kick back and board is okay. To Shanks. Shanks to the corridor. Plenty of numbers around Willoughby. Tried to lay a tackle. Great effort there from the Tigers. Willoughby again. Look at the contest from both these sides. Willoughby finally lays a tackle. That ball's not going anywhere. Maxi Gardner didn't know what was going on. Gardner in the ruck. Both found a free kick. It's going to go to Noosa.
Yeah, it'll be their ruckman in Monk.
And I finally get a chance to take a breath.
Yeah, Paddy Monk in the middle of the ground. Athletic ruckman. His second season. senior footy up here.
Monk. On the right foot, a bit of an up and under. Plenty of time there for the Sharks and free. So it's an interesting one. That ball just sat up in the air for what seemed like an eternity, and free definitely wasn't in the box seat, but took a great contested mark.
Well, it's going to be a little bit different for the Sharks without one of the all-time great interceptors in Williams not playing for him anymore, who just used to read that play so well, be a step ahead. But I'm sure they're learning as they go.
Free. Right on 50. Jeez, look at that for a kick. Just drops short, off the ground, minus score. So, minus score part of the scoreboard's definitely ticking over, getting a workout. 9 behinds between the two sides, only 1 goal each. Chapman again, and a fair bit of the ball in the early second quarter, looking for Sexton. Good contest there by Marzio. Shanks again at ground level, handballed over the top. That was Colombo. Colombo kicks back towards looking for free. Ball gets out the back. The Sharks looking to rebound again. That ball bounced off its end as the Sharks come out of trouble. Brown playing in front. Good contest between those two out there. That could have been off the boot. Yes, it is. So free kick's actually going to go to Noosa. Came off Brown's boot. And they're going to dangerously try and come back through the corridor. Sharks have got the extra number. Looking for the handball. Trying to duck in, weave, step, gets on the left. Kicking towards the big fella down there. Just got lost in translation on that one. Good tackle laid.
Big murder.
Murder.
Yeah. Kicked it down to him. One out, try to get the front spot. Good defence there by Winter.
Jeez. Don't know how I missed that. Murder in the ruck, didn't really get up. Shanks got the handball out. They got the extra number if they're good here, the Tigers. That's not the best idea. Good tackle laid though.
Just trying to get that ball forward any which way they can. Just trying to keep it alive.
Jeez, McCarthy. So drifted between the arcs, McCarthy. He saw that second forward you'd expect, but he found himself down this end of the ground as well a fair few times. Murder with the tap out. Again, the Tigers trying to come out of trouble. That could be out of bounds, so that's the lasso. That's going to be a free kick to Chapman.
Been very busy, Chapman, really setting the game up. Need to be watched. He's playing on Pettigrove, has certainly had his moments as well.
Chapman eases the ball in. That's not the best of kicks. Gets out the back somehow. Murder dropped it. They got the extra number here. Sexton on the right. Look at that ball come around. Is it enough? Oh. Geez, that could have been goal of the year, that from Sexton.
Doesn't need much time and space to be dangerous, Sexton. Gave it plenty of air.
Geez, that's a right foot snap for about 46 out. We've seen that plenty of times out at People First Stadium for the Suns. As Noosa come out of trouble once more. Gardner playing in front. Marzio playing behind. Tried to take a scream up. Play on, said the umpire. That little hack kick into attacking 50 for the Sharks. That could have been a throw. Play on. Players come together. Here's a chance for McCarthy. Marzio's got a bit of room to move now. Kick towards half forward. True centre half forward, actually. And great effort on the last line was Jessen. Rebounds again. Now the ball gets out the back for the Sharks. Marzio tracking the ball. Couldn't lay a tackle. Shanks is trying to intercept. Brown takes an easy chest mark in the end. Play on, said the umpire. Kick towards Murder. Murder playing as the defender on that occasion. Unfortunately, he's given away a free kick.
Yeah, arm across the shoulder. Tigers will rebound.
Tigers took the advantage on that occasion. And Shanks again in this pocket. Comes back to fullback. That's not the best of kicks. Marta's tracking him. Look out. Just got the kick away. And again, they're inviting pressure here, the Tigers. They haven't been super clean. That's a little bit better. The one-hand juggling mark taken on that far side. Back in board. Now they're going to be smart with the footy. Oh, a player all on his own at half forward. Had plenty of room there was Muir.
Found Muir up forward. I tell you what they are, though. They're brave. They're going to pull the trigger. They're not going to die wondering. They're going to make a few mistakes, but they're brave. They see an opening. They're going to hit a target. They're going to play fast footy. And they've got a quick kick inside and forward 50. And Jai Muir takes a mark. He won the Colts best and fairest.
This is the one we were talking about pre-game, Jack.
Yep, that's right. Archie Shannon was best on ground in the grand final last year, but Jai Muir was the best and fairest for the Colts.
Jeez, that's not a bad kick. Right to the line. Oh, just touched. Jeez, not a bad kick from that way, that distance out from the young man. Didn't quite have the distance on that occasion. So, again, the behind score keeps ticking over. 1-7-13 to 1-4-10. We've played 9.5 minutes in the second quarter. Murder playing in front. Good mark taken. Little chip kick. Look out. Gets out the back. Now they've got some room to move through Pope. Pope. Handballs back inside. That little up and under king looking for Hamilman. Playing in front. Good effort there. Hamilman goes bang. Laser tackle. Front on. Didn't give away the free kick. As Wirchin picks himself up.
Great bit of athleticism there by Manali just to get a hand in there. Oh, here's a free kick.
Speaking of athletic, so
it's gone against Hamilman for shepherding in the ruck.
Well, I'm not quite sure what he's meant to do there. Hamilman when a bloke almost knees you in the back of the head and doesn't actually touch the footy. Murder could have intercepted there for the Sharks. Not going. Bit of a 1-2. Good smother there. Ends up back in the hands of Murder. Quick handball. Didn't find a target. Players come together. Players dive on it. Murder's going to end up with it again. Great handball by him. Brown not playing in front. Shoves his man off the ball. Play on. Brown's going to kick a goal in. No, he's not. Trying to break the wall as a Sharks player. No going. Now a stoppage.
Yeah, Brown kept his feet, stayed in the contest, was able to win the ball back and handball out.
Geez, I thought he was going to go for goal there, Brown. As Gardner didn't win the contest on that occasion for the Sharks. Oh, tracking through there dangerously. Yeah, that was a young man on debut, and Shepherd.
Yeah, big, strong body midfielder.
Geez, he definitely, he looks a bit Kennedy-like, doesn't he? Just that big body, bit of weight going through that midfield. Speaking of which, there he is right there. Shepherd back to Sexton on the right foot. Looking for Hamilman. Hamilman shoves his opponent out of the way, and it's been paid a goal.
Yeah, great goal to Sexton. We spoke earlier, Kane, that he doesn't need much time and space to be dangerous. That's why you make the level at the AFL level, and you can see why. Hamilman was smart enough just to work his play around the ball.
Well, that's probably an evening out, isn't it? The Hamilman free kick against in that ruck contest where I don't think that was really a block, but it was paid against, and that little shove on the goal line was probably more than a small shove. Wasn't paid against him then, so there's probably even those ones out.
Tigers certainly asked a question about the in the back, but
did they what?
I was happy to see it go through, so Tigers 2-4-16, leading Noosa 1-7-13 now.
So first time today, Redlands have hit the front. Gardner back in the ruck with Monk. Monk probably won the tap out, but it looks Hamilton got the handball out to Sexton, the previous goal kicker.
That's McCarthy now gone into the ruck, number 9.
Oh,
for the Tiger, yep.
Okay. McCarthy doesn't really get there. It was Monk again in the ruck contest. Sexton a little bit clumsy on that occasion, could have given away the free kick. No, said the umpire. Willoughby, who's been really good for the Tigers in this first half. Ball rolling out towards the likes of Miller. Oh, great group tackling there from the Tigers. Willoughby involved once again.
Young Cooper Pell under pressure there. Had swarm the Tigers.
Gardner got shepherded off the ball. Here's an interesting contest. Chapman playing from behind. And Pettigrove was the one who punched the ball out.
This is a great battle between Pettigrove and Chapman, isn't it? The two little nuggets.
No, you're definitely right there. Probably Chapman's got the wall on him at the moment in this first half, but Pettigrove hasn't been too bad at all either. So great tackling there from Sexton. Oh, Again, another tackle laid right in front of us here. There's a couple of players picked themselves up. It looks like it was Bromwich at the bottom of the pack. And McCarthy was the one laying the tackle. So it looks like McCarthy's going to Sexton here, which is an interesting one. Keep an eye on that little matchup. Gardner playing in front, Sexton with the pressure. Breaking through here, here's a chance. They've got a bit of room on the outside. Can they find a target inside attacking 50? That's a better kick. And Free again, decides to play on quick from 50 out. Plays in the goal square. Miller, couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance, goal!
Oh, Mazzio.
Well done.
Well, Mallon done fantastically to hold width in the middle of the ground. He didn't rush into the contest. They were able to flick the ball out to him. That got the kick inside forward 50. And another one goes inside their goal square, and Mazzio makes the most of it. He's kicked 10 for the season. That's his 11th. And the Tigers are back in front, Kane.
Well, he's been pretty lively. And again, you'd almost expect to look up and see Adrian Williams standing in the goal square, wouldn't you, Jack? And all of a sudden, unfortunately, he's not there. And Mazzio had a good leap on him in the goal square. Got the ball back at ground level and got the ball on boot quick enough to kick a goal. So they get the lead back. 2-7-19 to 2-4-16. 15 and a bit minutes played. Action back in the middle of the ground. The Sharks looking for Shepherd. That was Aston. Aston looking for Brown, a bit clumsy. Back to Aston. Can he find a teammate? Had plenty of time. And the Tigers are going to come out trouble once more. Pettigrew with a bit of a nudge. Mark paid against Chapman. The crowd not happy on that occasion.
They were happy with the Hamilton one, but they weren't happy with that one.
Here's a chance. Back inside 50. Free. Couldn't get the mark. Here's a chance for the Tigers. Got the handball away. Get on the left foot, son. Great smother. Rolling towards back inside the 50-metre arc. Free. Got the handball out. Kick back in board. Looking for McCarthy. Couldn't take it. Could have been paid a mark, actually. Came off hands, though, so that's touched off the boot.
Like to look at Mackenzie, number 7 today.
No, Mackenzie was the one I got a bit tongue twisted on, I must admit. He's been very lively. He's at the back of this stoppage. But unfortunately, the Sharks are going to come out of trouble. Hamilton tracking the ball towards the boundary line. Don't let it come off your direct handball or foot. Pushing the ball towards the boundary line. 2-on-2 here. And again, that handball went straight into the foot of Hamilton. I would have thought that would have been a lasso. No, says the umpire. Going to throw that one back in. Geez, it'd be one of the lowest scoring games for the season so far, Jack, you'd think, between these two so far. 17 minutes played second quarter. 19 points to 16 in favour of the Tigers. Handball back in board. Good attack on the footy. Hamilton again. Kicking towards the likes of Hamilton. Gets up. Plays in front. Breaks a tackle. Handball off. Looking for Brown again. Couldn't get purchase on the ball. Noosa coming out of trouble once more. Kick to that far side wing. Got to touch it before it decides to go out. Comes back in board. Got to find a target. Hits to the target of McCarthy. McCarthy now kicks the ball long. 1-on-1. Who can take a mark here? Ball gets out the back. 2-on-2 now. Great defensive effort there by the Sharks. Comes back in board. That's holding the ball. No, it's not. Got the handball away and found a target out here in Pope. Pope. Now the ball's out the back. Making his debut in Rigby. Rigby, that ball back in board wasn't great. It was a 4-on-1. Brown had no chance. Now here comes a foot race. This is Colombo. He's been a bit lively. Look at that for a contest. Great effort by both players. Locks the ball up. Colombo was good. It was a 2-on-1. He couldn't let that ball out.
Both teams probably doing pretty well in defence, isn't it? They're probably not getting the shots on goal, and the defence is rebounding plenty of times from both teams.
Geez, plenty of push and shove there. Trying to roll it over. And free kick's been paid, unfortunately. Shepherd gave it away. And again, plenty of push and shove. Willoughby. Geez, he's arguably best on ground for Noosa at the moment, I'd say. Kicks the ball, not the best, but still found a teammate. And guess who it is? It's Pettigrove.
It's such an interesting battle. The rebounds and possessions, you'd say, well on top is Chapman, but he's been effective, has Pettigrove, hasn't he?
In the last two contests, Pettigrove has come up trumps in the last two one-on-ones.
He's a dangerous player.
Pettigrove, he's had plenty of touches in season 2026. This would be almost in the dagger in the heart of a Chapman. He doesn't like to be goaled against, but he has. So Pettigrove with his first, Noosa with their third. So they moved to 3-7-25 to 2-4-16. 19.5 minutes played second quarter, Jack.
Well, back-to-back goals for the Tigers. As I said, they've been brave today. Pettigrove, got to the right spot. But again, their ability to keep the ball alive. Both the rebounding defenders that are attacking games. You've got some athletic defenders. You've got the big boppers down there, but they're lean, they're athletic, they're getting their hands in there.
Well, Billy Shanks has been the best backman for Noosa down back. He's been intercepting at will.
Yeah, Winter's been strong
Winter's
as well.
been good at ground level as well.
McNally's doing well on Hamleman.
So, back in the ruck, Murder. Been saying that name a lot this afternoon. Sexton tracking this. Aston as well, trying to pick the ball up. Noosa player just went bang, get out of the way. Kick off the ground, playing in front. Good mark taken. And this man here, Jet Jessen, has had plenty of work to do on the last line. Jessen, Murder playing in front. Bit of an up and under, couldn't take clean purchase of the ball. Kick around the corner again, Brown playing in front. Good spoil there from the Tigers. Kick down the line. Here's a chance for free, all on his own. That's a pretty good handball back in board. Can he get it away? No, he can't. The Sharks, again, defending pretty well. Oh, over the shoulder. Umpires, no. So, Pettigrove.
There's a good tackle by Shepherd.
Shepherd, bit taller than Pettigrove. That could have been in the back. Yes, it is. And free kick's going to Murder. Just a hand to the back in the ruck contest. Couldn't get to the drop of the ball. Murder on the left foot. Kicks a bit out wide. Sexton. Sexton up the line. Not quite sure who he's aiming for. That ball gets patted towards the boundary line. Got to try and keep the ball in. Players dive on it. He's almost been legged there. Instantly gets claimed. Another stoppage. We're on that boundary line on that far side, Jack.
Yeah, both teams just... The Sharks would like the next one if they can. Keep themselves in it, but choose the Tigers. McKenzie again.
Jeez. They've been very good. Tigers. Oh, jeez, that was a bit clumsy. Keep an eye on that. Players picked themselves up pretty quick. Good one-hand grab from the debutant in Rigby. And Rigby at half-back. Rigby's going to go long on the right. Who's there for the Sharks? Hamilman playing from behind on that occasion. Actually, no, Hamilman's playing in front. He's up the ground, one-on-one. Good contest. Ball gets at ground level. Great effort there from the defenders and from the Tigers. Now they're off and running. Kick around the corner. To the advantage of his forward. This is Marzio again. Marzio gets on the right. Little depth kick. Felling's free. Oh, drops an absolute sitter, and the Sharks are off the hook. Sharks looking for a teammate here. Ryan Flowers, good tackle laid there. Could be holding the footy. Got it out in the end. And again, the desperation from the Tigers here doing extremely well. This man has been huge in Shanks. Shanks to half forward, and again, Marzio handballs it off instantly. Gets on the right foot. Gets absolutely smashed. Play on to the umpire. Chapman tidies up. And the Sharks are going to come out of trouble. Shepherd. Little up and under kick. Murder with the juggle. If he goes quick, he's got Hamilman one-on-one deep. Goes to half forward, and unfortunately, that ball's been cut off. Maxi Marsh at half back.
Tigers have been super impressive.
Kick towards his broadcast side. Marta playing in front. Didn't really get clean hands on the ball. Good tackle laid. And Murdo, probably one of the first times in this game. Looks like he's going to get a rest.
You can see Coach Darren Winter coaches team first principles. No room for selfish players. They're happy to give it to each other in better positions.
McCarthy picked himself up. Willoughby again got the ball on boot. Unfortunately, it was smothered. Willoughby's going to get this one back. Kicks to the open side. Oh, unfortunately, Marzio couldn't quite drag that one in.
I think that's Tilly, isn't it? Number 6.
No, you're right. It is Tilly. So Tilly's moved forward. He's been a bit quieter in that midfield group than he has been in recent weeks. Geez, can't really tell between Marzio and...
Well, one's got the headband on. So.
Marzio and Tilly. Well, keep an eye on that because Tilly might end up with it here. Get to the base of the pack. No, playing in front again. This man's been huge in the second quarter, and Jessen. Unfortunately, that ball couldn't stay in. It's down the full. So again, Noosa are going to go back into attack. Finds a teammate out there in Eric Bamback. That's an interesting surname. I'm going to get tongue twisted on that one all day. Kicks the ball long on the right. Who's there for the Tigers? No one really. Again, Chapman at the drop of the ball. Clears it out. Oh, again, intercepted. Willoughby's had a massive first half. Chapman playing in front. Play on. McCarthy steps back. Can't keep the ball in, unfortunately.
Yeah, gutsy play by Chapman. He had to go back in the hole and try and defend, and he did.
Geez, it's a battle between the arcs at the moment, Jack, isn't it? It's like who can be best going through the corridor, going inside their attacking 50. Sexton, what are you doing the ruck work? That ball's ended up with Chapman again, or was it Miller? We'll keep an eye on that. And again, Willoughby to Shanks. Shanks laying another tackle. He's probably had 4 or 5 in this first half. And didn't like the treatment.
Yeah, Cooper Pell, the youngster, done pretty well in the midfield today.
Cooper Pell almost looked like a chicken wing against Pell. Oh, here's some room to move for Sexton. On the right foot, Hamilman playing in front, diving, great defensive effort again. This guy's been massive on the last line.
McNally just gets a fist in there.
Every time you think Hamilman's in the box seat, he's somehow got a fist to the footy.
Beautiful kick there by McKenzie.
Now they've got to be patient. Don't just blast away. Tilly's up there. Willoughby again.
They're okay to pull that trigger through the corridor, aren't they? They'll have a go.
Willoughby to Shanks. Coming back off half back. That's a shocking kick. Easy to defend there for the Sharks. Good tackle laid. This is where the pressure needs to come. Aston just got the ball on boot. Here's a chance for the Tigers. Kick to the hot spot. 1-on-1. Playing from behind was free. Here's a chance for Tilly. Step, weave, dodge. Kicks a goal. Well done, Tilly. Well done, Noosa. They got their fourth. 4-7-31. This is probably the biggest lead of the day so far. Redland 2-4-16. 27 minutes played in the second quarter. And Jack, to be fair, the Sharks at the moment, geez, would hate to give away another goal.
Well, they want to get that ball back through the corridor if they can, and as I said, they're happy to pull the trigger. Doesn't always come off, but I tell you what, their ability to get numbers to the ball to try and win that ball if it doesn't quite hit. But to be fair, they have hit their targets, and that's gone through. They've kicked the ball up forward. Tilly's been lively this quarter. He's able to nail that goal.
Well, they've made the move. They moved Tilly forward, and they put Marzio in the midfield. So, and again, Sexton getting that right foot clearance. Again, Noosa Tiger defence holding up well. Kicks the ball towards the boundary line. Who's there for the Sharks? Kick around the corner. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. That's down the full. Siren goes for half time. And ladies and gents, right now, you'd say the Tigers are in the box seat. 4-7-31, 15-point leaders. The reigning premier are under the pump, 2-4-16. And Jack, just quickly, what do you think of that first half?
Yeah, well done, Tigers. You know, they've come to play, no question about it. We knew with the 5 outs that it would be a tough ask for the reigning premiers, but you know, Moore wants to blood some of these young kids, 3 debutants today, and it's been an end-to-end tussle from both defences at different times have held up. We've seen Chapman unbelievable in defence for them for the for Redlands, but also there's been some great players for the defence for the Tigers.
Well, Jack, I'm sure you'll be tuned in for the second half action. Wherever you guys are watching this afternoon, thanks to Double Take, thanks to AFL Queensland, TPIL Round 6 QAFL Premiership Season action. We'll be back for the second half after the break.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
Best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game, looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked.
Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick. Tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the home of the Redland-Victoria Point Sharks for this round 6 TPIL QAFL Premiership season game between the Redland-Victoria Point Sharks and the Noosa Tigers. And at the moment, Noosa Tigers have got the advantage, 4-7-31 to 2-4-16. Low scoring affair between these two. Half time. Both sides have come back out on the ground. My name's Kane Brown. Joining me again in the box is the great man Jack Barry. And Jack, just quickly, we've got a bit of an around the grounds.
Yeah, let's have a look at that Graham Road. It's Aspie 36 trailing Morningside 65. At Cook Murphy over on the Gold Coast, it's Labrador 48 well in control of the game over Mount Gravatt 5. At Griffin Park, it's Cooperoo 31 trailing Palm Beach 57. And then Maroochydore, we have 52 leading Sherwood 28. And on the Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise 6-7-43 leading Wilson Grange 4-4-28.
Well, Wilson Grange have had a couple of disappointing returns so far in season 2026. That looks a little bit closer, and could be a real interesting contest between those two this afternoon. Well, we're just concentrating back on here though. That first half, Jack, geez, Noosa, they're not going to die wondering this afternoon wanting to cause that upset, that's for sure.
No, we're seeing such a handball game and trying to take the game up through the middle when they can, but I've really been impressed with the blokes who have sort of caught my eye for the Tigers. You know, just going in number order, Maverick, Pettigrove's been good. Sam Tilley up had a really good second quarter. Rory McKenzie with his left foot kick has been great. Curtis McCarthy, number 9. Caelan Shanks, number 17, has been good. Willoughby, 25, had a really big impact. McNally and the battle on Hamilton's really good. And for the Victoria Point, Redland-Victoria Point, Chapman in defence. Campbell Aston, the captain's been great. Sexton, Jessen, and also Murder has certainly created plenty of contests in the air.
No, it's probably only his second game back in footy, really, for the big fellow, but he hasn't lost too much. As action back on here, both ruckmen go up. Great effort there from the Tigers once more. Mazzio, that was an interesting move, switching him into the midfield. Picks himself up from the bottom of the pack, actually. Again, I'm going to confuse those all day long. Tilley is back in the midfield. Marzio looks like he might be up forward again for the Tigers. A little up and under around kick. Hamilton couldn't get his hands on the footy. Still going to end up with it. Tried to get the quick handball out. Nothing going there for the Sharks as the Tigers come to this broadcast side. This man here has been pretty good as well. Airy Bamback. Bamback. Back in the middle of the ground, handball over the top, not great. Here come the Sharks through Brown. Aston, kick to half forward, Hamilton, straight over his head. Wasn't quite sure where the ball was dropping. Play on to the umpire, good contest between those two. Brown got the crumb, back in, Hamilton might end up with an E. Yes, he does, handball again. Here's Aston. Aston, push and shove here, diving attempt, great mark.
Well done to the Sharks. They just kept the ball alive. Aston just squares the footy up. And there's a nice mark there for the Sharks. And it was really good work, just able to keep his space, create a bit of an opportunity. And
Cooper Pell
took a nice strong best on ground last week for the Sharks, this 19-year-old.
Well, he's been, as the game's progressed, he's just eased his way into it, which has been really good to see. And Pell, probably a bit of reward for effort here. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. That's what the Sharks needed for the second half. That's their third, 3-4-22, trailing the Noosa Tigers, 4-7-31. 9 points the margin, tick under 2 minutes into this third quarter, Jack.
Yeah, well, Pell played 10 games last year in their premiership year for the Sharks, and has really hit the ground running this year. Coach Moore's given him some chance to play some midfield time. He's gone up forward now and added another string to his bow, so... You know, as he's starting to feel more comfortable at the level, and I think he probably played his best game last week against the powerhouse in Palm Beach, Currumbin.
Geez, that was a shootout last week between those two. 37 goals scored between them. Back in the middle of the ground. Tilley couldn't get it out. This man's been huge, Willoughby. Unfortunately, the handball wasn't great. Here's a chance from Shepherd. Bit of an up and under kick. Hamilton, not great at ground level, tried to break through the tackle, play on to the umpire. Tilley's around the mark, just rolls out to Brown. Brown with the hospital handball, instantly gets claimed there by Colombo. And that ball's not going anywhere.
Brown's been a big goal kicker, kicked over 150 goals nearly in the last few years. Has to play a different role today with Coach Moore.
Well, definitely Moore's come in. Sexton back on that trusty right foot, kicks the hot spot. This is where Hamilton wants it. Again, great defensive effort at the crumb. Not quite. From the debutant as well. That was Rigby at the bottom of the pack there.
Well done again, McNally, just bring that ball to ground. The Sharks couldn't put it away, brought it to ground, and they just couldn't finish off.
McNally has to be given away at least, a few centimetres in height. Free kick's going to be paid. It's going to go to the Tigers between the rucks. This young man in Monk, he hasn't been going too bad. That's not the best of kicks. Instantly gets claimed by the Sharks. Here's a second chance for Monk. Handball over the top. This is Jellyman Turner. He's been fairly quiet by his standards in this first half. Colombo, very lively by the looks of him. That's a pretty good kick. That's a great kick.
It was a beautiful kick by Colombo. He had a good look around. He scanned the area, decided to go long, and he had space to lead into.
Free is on the end of that. But geez, that was a 50-metre part. That was a brilliant kick from Colombo.
Yep, he summed up the situation really well.
Well, here's a chance for Free. They're still in front by 8 points. 4-7-31 to 3-5-23. To increase that margin once again. Leans back. Unfortunately, he's pushed that to the left, so that's a minor score. They've been peppering away. That's 4-8. 12 scoring shots to 8. So 32, it's 9 points the margin, and the Sharks are just still close enough if they're good enough. Early stages, third quarter. Monk didn't get a hand on that, so that's going to be a lasso. So that ball's going to go straight back inside attack for the Tigers. Kick to half forward, looking for... Not quite sure you had that giant leap up there.
No,
was that
was Mazzio.
That was Mazzio. So he got a fair way up there. Didn't really get a touch on the ball.
It was lucky for the Sharks because no one stood the mark. He was able to run off and get a penetrating kick going inside forward 50.
No, that was Jellyman Turner with the kick. Very smart footballer. Very quiet. Got to get involved in the game. The ball was under that pack forever by the looks of it. Finally, the umpire decided to come in. Boys, I'm going to throw that one up. Plenty of numbers around this ball. Colombo's around the mark. Lays a slamming tackle. He's at the bottom of that pack. Picking himself up a little bit dazed. Play on. Here we go. Noosa on the attack. Gets on the right foot. Kicks to a pretty dangerous spot. Good pick up there on the right foot check side. Unfortunately, that's out on the full. But again, they're getting some opportunities, the Tigers, in front of goal. Here's the Sharks' opportunity to come out of trouble. Brown playing in front. Where's he go from here? Kicks to the wing. Bit over the top, looking for the likes of Shepherd and Hamilton. Hamilton, good at ground level, bit of a chip kick. Handball back in board. Hamilton again tracks it, lays a good tackle in the end. Locks the ball up, about 60 out from the Sharks' goal. Would have been desperate to get the ball out to Aston. He was all free to go inside attacking 50. Miller's at the back of this pack as well. No clear winner. Players dive on it. Umpire says no. Give it to me. No prior opportunity.
Interesting to watch McNally because I'm watching the ball goes forward. He's about 5 metres behind Hamilton.
Keep an eye on that, Jack, as this ball's still rolling around about 50 out. That could have been taken high. No, says the umpire. The Sharks defend. The Tigers defend once more. That ball's going to give a shocking bounce. Here's a chance for the Sharks to rebound. Miller. Handball back. Kicks to this broadcast side. Playing in front. Good chest mark in the end.
This is Templar.
Templar. Thank you. Templar. Looking for Hamilton. Well, he caught McNally on the lead that time.
Well, that's how he's going to get it, because I think if it's a quick kick under pressure, I think he backs his judgment to get in there and get a fist into it. But if it's short in class, he can't cut him down quick enough.
No. Well, remember, might have been a couple of years, Jack. We were calling this game a game from Cooperoo. He kicked just about goal of the year from this exact spot, Hamilton. He's more than capable. Leans back on the right. Is it coming back? Oh. Jeez, that was damn close. Another goal of the year attempt right from the boundary line. He could have been the first row of the grandstand there. So gets away with that one. Noosa trying to come out of trouble. 3-6-24. Still leading the Sharks 4-8-32, the Tigers. Colombo with a handball over the top. That's to Wirchin. Wirchin, bit of run carry. Steps back in forward. Here's a chance. Oh, invited the defence to tackle. Ball locked up once more on that far side wing.
Well, they are getting out, aren't they? They are getting out down to the wing now.
Trying to build that little bit of an overlap through that handball chain. They've been trying for most of the afternoon. The Sharks now. Now they've got some room to move. Coming across from half back. Good run and carry. Kick to half forward. Good contest here. Here's a chance. Good tackle laid on. Great tackle. Play on, said the umpire. And Noosa going to come out of trouble. Marzio. Kick to Tilly. And Tilly finds a teammate. About 45 out. This is Joe Muir again. And 50.
This is a reigning best and fairest from the Colts, and I mucked up at the start of the call by saying Archie Shannon won the best and fairest in the Colts, but it was Archie Shannon best on ground in the grand final.
That's
but it
right.
was Joe Muir, the Colts best and fairest, and he's about to put his first through for the day.
Well, just to increase that margin a little bit more, put that defensive Redland under pressure, and he's all good. First goal of the afternoon to him.
Wow.
It's interesting just to look at the goal kickers. You've got Pettigrove's kicked one, Neal's kicked one, Tilly's kicked one, and Marzio's kicked one, and Willoughby.
That's right.
They're all midfielders.
Yeah.
So, again, that little bit of run and carry, that handball chain they're trying to put together through the midfield, they're definitely getting them at ground level.
Yep.
I find, the Redland defence.
And to be fair, their key forward today has had a few looks at the goals. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to kick his goals today, but he's had a bit of a look, hasn't he?
Well, you had Free down. You had Free down there, but also this man here in McCarthy has found himself more in the midfield probably since quarter time. So really, it's free as far as the big forward contingent's concerned. But here come the Sharks. Can they hit back? Hamilton towards the boundary line. Keeps it in somehow. Gets on the right. Snaps. No way. Oh. When you talk about capable, that's his middle name, Matty Hamilton. And the Tigers coming out of trouble once more. Good Mike taking it half back. Looks like this is Shank. Shank looking for Willoughby over his head. Marzio forces that ball over the boundary line. So got Chapman in front of us here, and again that looks like that matchup is stuck. So you got Pettigrove and Chapman still slugging it out.
We've got a tight tag on Aston, trying to free him up. Might have picked up a free kick.
Yeah, they found a free kick, yes. You're right, Chapman was trying to put the block on. Got a pull of the jumper. Finds a teammate out wide and Lucas. He's had some lively moments.
Jack Burns with a job on Aston.
He's too far out to score, Lucas, so just bangs it long, looking for Hamilton, who finds himself in a 2-on-1. Almost a 3-on-1 as players come together, gets slung over the boundary line, boundary throw-in. Between right forward pocket and right half forward for the Sharks. So they've got an opportunity, the Sharks, to hit back. They're still trailing, 13 points the margin. 5-8-38 to 3-7-25. Tick under 13 minutes, premiership quarter. Players come together again.
Oh,
McKenzie, great effort by him. 1-on-1, here's that matchup. Pettigrew, one out on that occasion. Good smother there, though, by the Sharks. Again, Pettigrew putting the pressure on. Waiting for Chapman, looking for Aston. Ends up with Aston. Aston, Hammerman, look out! Oh, those two players could have caused a train wreck there. Handball over the top is okay. Could end up with Colombo. Willoughby with the handball. Marzier playing in front. Could have been held with free. Play on, said the umpire. Here's a chance for the Sharks. Handball over the top. Willoughby again. Now they've got some room to move. Who's there for the Tigers? Tilly's there. Free's there. Tilly's got to put the pressure on. Great tackle by Tilly. Play on. No, it's held the ball.
Wow. He had to make the play, didn't he? He decided to take possession and Tilly just jumped on him straight away.
Geez, he tracked that bloke down like a predator in the night. Well done to Tilly. Now, this is a pretty tough kick from here.
Exciting player.
He's going to be kicking around the corner. Leans back on the right, snap. Unfortunately, he's pushed that a mile. Cross goal. Play on. Here's a chance. Held without the footy, surely. No, says the umpire. Play on. Brown's got to get to the ball, drop of this ball. Can't on that occasion. Handball off again. Willoughby gets claimed instantly by Aston. Ball's not going anywhere.
They've been good below their feet today, the Tigers. Obviously spending a lot of time on ground ball.
Ball contested again. McCarthy's around the mark. That little chip kick in some open space. Again, looking for Tilly. He's got to be clean. Steps back onto the right foot. Comes around the corner. Finds a teammate. Play on, says the umpire. Not 15. Colombo gets slammed.
Jeez. 14.3 maybe. Not quite 15.
Oh.
Wilbeck says 15.
Geez, I thought Tilly was going to go on his own to set up a arguably goal of the year contender.
Well, again, they have all day looked for the player in the best position. Now they've been rewarded in the ruck contest, and Monk will get a free kick.
Well, there you go. And you've hit the nail on the head, isn't it? We've talked about it a couple of times, probably once or twice off air as well. They just look for the perfect opportunity. They don't. They're not selfish.
They're not blazing away. Full credit.
So Monk leans back, right foot. There's another goal. So again, that lead gets pushed out.
Another individual goal kicker.
3-7-25, the Sharks, the home side's really under the pump now. Under the pump in a big way. 6-8-44 Noosa. 19 points the margin, biggest lead of the game. And we've played almost 16 minutes, Jack.
Yeah, no, it's been very impressive. They come out after half time. Job's not done yet. Tigers have rolled up the sleeves. They've got to work. Crowd's going wild.
There's a kid, kids running below us here, screaming.
So now it's time for the Sharks to answer back. Young Pell's gone into the midfield again. They've got Sexton. We've got the new lad in Shepherd.
Well, here's a chance now. Oh, look at that from Pell. Brilliant. Unfortunately, instantly. This man has been absolutely massive for the Tigers this afternoon. Look at the kick. Absolutely brilliant. Here come the Tigers. Can they nail another one? Kick back to about 30 out. Great contest there. Ends up in the hands of a Tiger. Here's a chance. Gets on the right. Leans back on the left. Unfortunately, just offline.
Tigers are starting to build.
Geez, Wirchin on that occasion.
Oh, something's happened down. There's a player gone down.
Now,
they've picked out
Marzio. That was a bit. I must admit, I missed that. I just saw the Sharks player on the ground, so it's a 50-metre penalty. They
just ran into him because
I think that's Jessen down there.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that, Jack. That's a.
Done well, Jessing.
No, he has done well one-on-one. Play on. Here we go. Willoughby manning the mark for the Tigers. Kick up the line. Oh, came up a little bit proppy on that mark there. It was Kemp. Kemp, plenty of numbers on this broadcast side. Decide to ignore them.
Tigers getting numbers back behind the footy. We're trying to force them to go back through the middle. That's where all the numbers are, Kane.
Well, ends up back in the hands of Jessen, who's picked himself up pretty well. They're hanging onto the ball here. They're trying to get the outnumber. A little bit fumbling on that occasion was Lucas. Lucas to Sexton. Again, a little bit of a quieter start. They're trying to block him out. Oh, here we go. Keep an eye on that, Jack. Bit of push and shove. Hamilton playing in front. No mark taken. Brown couldn't clear it. Free. Good luck trying to mark this. Ball gets to the front. Sexton looking for the handball. Colombo cut that off. Free. Looks absolutely cooked. Kicks the ball to himself. Well done to Free. That mark's not taken. Not paid. Oh, that's a brilliant kick back into the corridor. Here's a chance now. Kick inside, attacking 50. Great work. No play on, says the umpire. They've got the numbers. Handball over the top. Pettigrove. Bang!
Champagne football. Well, I reckon that really starts way back here with Colombo. So Colombo, you said keep an eye on it. So Colombo, Sexton gets the footy. He gets to get the old 1-2 to get it back, but he blocks him. And it doesn't allow him to get that ball. The Tigers get back on top. They turn the footy over and they come back down running in numbers, share the footy around, the handball over the top, and Maverick Pettigrove, as he said, the danger man, runs into an open goal.
And that was the thing too. He almost created that overlap, didn't he, Colombo, by blocking Sexton.
Yep.
Sexton was still picking himself up from the contest, and all of a sudden Colombo was that extra man. He started to chain off.
Because he doesn't get that. It goes back to Sexton, and we know how deadly Sexton is with the ball going inside forward 50. So that's the sort of unselfish behaviours that Coach Winter is coaching here at the Tigers this year.
Well, it's almost Tassie football, to be fair. It's hard and tough at the moment. The Sharks really under the pump. The score could get into danger zone here. That's a great tackle. Got to be on the footy.
This bloke's really lifted, hasn't he, Josh Merchant?
Oh, has he? What? Merchant. Here's Tilly. Getting back into the game, looking for Colombo. Colombo could have given the 1-2. Gets back on the right foot. Oh, great effort there.
Tigers have really lifted in the last 5 minutes. They've just gone to another level of game.
And this is McCarthy.
You're right, you're saying hard and tough football, but it's actually been very skillful football as well. They've been good by foot. They've been good by hands.
This has definitely been their best quarter, Jack. Just foot skills. They were a little bit clumsy in the first half, but this third quarter, they've been brilliant.
What an acquisition McCarthy's been for them.
McCarthy to stretch the lead even more. Is that going to hold the line? Yes, it is. Plenty of numbers around celebrating that goal. McCarthy with his first.
The Sharks have got to lift. We see Brown having plenty to say out in the middle of the ground, trying to lift his team. Let's roll the sleeves up. Let's go.
Well,
proud footy club.
Well, Jack, it went from a 9-point margin, and all of a sudden, it's become would you believe, a 32-point margin in the space of probably 15 minutes.
So they're getting plenty of drive from off the halfback, aren't they? They're about to launch a lot of their plays today off the halfback. The midfield's certainly been breaking even, doing really well.
Billy Shanks off halfback has been absolutely destroying the Sharks. Here's a chance again. Tilly, little chip kick, found some open space. Who's going to actually claim this? Handball back in board, not great, but works out okay. Again, steps, weaves, dodges, gets on the right foot. Brilliant effort there by Shannon. Shannon found a teammate, and this is McCarthy again.
Well, great agility by Shanks, just duck and weave.
McCarthy on the right, leans back, kicks from 50. Geez, that's not a bad kick. Not great direction though. Got pushed out to the left, just squeaked in for a minor score, I'd say. So 18 scoring shots to 10 in favour of the Tigers. 8-10 to 3-7. Sharks have got to make a move. Got to get a move on. Willoughby could have intercepted that ball. It's a 3-on-1. Great effort by Chapman. That's got to be on the footy. No. Tilly gets on the right foot. Kicks to the goal square just over the head of Colombo. Missed the CERN goal.
It's an understatement, but Sharks need the next one.
This ball's moving at 100 miles an hour, Jack. Byron Rigby kicks the ball long. Hamilman playing in front. McNally wasn't going to get to that one. Gets straight away on the right foot. Murder plays the front spot as well. Ball at ground level. Who's going to win this contest? Stepping, weaving, dodging. Watch Chapman here. Hamilman gets back, and guess who it is? It's actually Sexton. No, it's Aston.
It's Aston. He's worked hard, the skipper. I think they've lost O'Sullivan. I haven't seen O'Sullivan.
I haven't seen O'Sullivan since the first quarter, to be fair.
Yeah. So Aston has really lifted. They're putting a lot of work into Aston. He's obviously their prime mover. Really stepped up this year, the skipper. Class player.
Well, he's had 42 clearances and 84 contested possessions this year so far. Campbell Aston. Is it a captain's goal? Not this time.
Just really at the 84 games here at the club. Played in 3 grand finals, premiership, so he's really just starting now to really launch his career. Been very good over the last 4 years, but really to go to another level now.
Well, they've got to stand up here, the Sharks. They've got to start defending better than what they have. That was a bit of a dumb tackle. Holding the man, says the umpire. He's been okay, Gardner, in the ruck this afternoon.
It's been a good battle for the ruckman, considering...
Gardner looking for Hamilman. Bit of a one-out target. Free kick paid. Hamilman holding on that occasion.
This is where Coach Moore want more pressure on from their forwards. They've been able to just rebound too much today for probably his liking.
Well, this is Slaney here. So definitely been the team effort defensively. This man's been absolutely huge since quarter time. Marzio back into the corridor. This is where they've opened him up on a couple of occasions. Oh, look at the room to move here. Pettigrove. Handball over the top. Guess who? Kicks to the pocket. Playing in front, though, on that occasion. Great effort there.
Yeah, nice kick by McKenzie. Just couldn't quite find his target in Tilly.
So, time ticking away here. Almost 25 minutes, third quarter. Aston playing in front. Mark not paid. Instantly gets claimed by Marzio. Ball dribbles out. And that's out on the full.
The free kick going back to Tilly.
I think he actually paid holding the ball. So Tilly Hunt again. He's on the hunt. Hunted down Aston.
Yeah.
Laid the tackle, pinned the arm. Ball just dribbled out.
The skipper's having a shot at goal at one end and trying to make something happen at the other end. But the Tigers swarmed. This is a big, big goal.
Well, it's 33 points the margin. This could be upset of the year. The reigning premier under the pump. Noosa on the hunt. Unfortunately, push that to the left. Another minor score, Jack.
Well, it just goes to show 5 outs, and some big outs too.
Oh, massive outs.
But that doesn't matter. They're a strong, proud club, and they're expected to do well. And everyone comes hunting the reigning premiers, and the Tigers have turned up to play today.
Gee, 60-metre kick ends up in the hands of Pell. Pell's got to move the ball quickly. Now, what's happened here? He's actually found a free kick. The crowd is going absolutely ballistic at that decision. It's going to go to Monk. Monk. Now they're on the rebound. That ball just over the outstretched hands. Kept it in somehow. Kick back and board. Not great. Brown's going to put the pressure on. Keeping his feet. Well done. Looking for the handball. Just throws it out. Play on to the umpire. Monk lays the tackle. That ball's not going anywhere from Chapman.
May have to throw Chapman on the ball. I know he's been good in defence, but then haven't already done it.
Oh, massive shove from Gardner. Play on to the umpire. Got to be attacking the ball here. Just run over the line.
I mean, they had a pretty tough physical game last week, the Sharks, and a couple of them starting to really feel it.
Well, Billy Shanks has ended up on, guess who? Man who could break the game open for the Sharks, Alex Sexton. He's been huge. Shank. Oh, that handball wasn't great. Willoughby. He's had a bit of a quieter third quarter, but not too bad. That was over the shoulder. Play on to the umpire. Now he's picked up that over the shoulder on the Sharks, and he's a little bit slow to get up there, Jack.
Yeah, Josh Worsham's had a super quarter. I can't remember him playing so well, but certainly this quarter he's really caught my eye. Number 33, the 22-year-old.
Geez, he's got some speed on him, doesn't he? When he gets in the open.
He looks good with the ball in hand.
We'll keep an eye on Worsham as this quarter progresses. Kick, Gardner playing in front. Just a bit of a tap. This is the man of the moment, Worshen. Handballing back to Willoughby. Willoughby, that inside-out Torp, looking for the likes of Free and McCarthy. Good attack on the ball. Here's Free. Winds it back. It's bounced through. Reese Free, well done. And, geez, Jack, that margin now, would you believe, is a whopping 40 points.
Well, reward forever for Reese Free. He's presented all day long. Hasn't been able to finish off the way he would have liked, and then he kicks a perler across his body. 9, 12, 66. It goes out to a 40-point margin, Kane Browning.
Well, and again, we were talking earlier in the quarter, Jack, just clean hand, aren't they? They're so much cleaner than the Sharks at the moment, especially in their attacking half. And they're just seeing up opportunity after opportunity. And, like, you know, unlike the first quarter where they were peppering away, didn't really get reward for effort, all of a sudden the goals are coming thick and fast for the Tigers.
Yeah, Coach Winter just coaching those fundamentals, and it just pays such a big dividend when you can be clean below your knees, mark out in front, don't fumble under pressure. All those things are coming to the fore this quarter.
Monk in the ruck won that contest. Pettigrew, you're going to get claimed. Got the handball away. Look at the room of Truesdale forward here. Who's there for the Tigers? Chapman there for the Sharks. Still desperately trying to win the ball out. Willoughby again gets claimed. Play on to the umpire. Now the ball's out to Marzio, and a little chip kick's found the target. And Tilly sets up another opportunity on goal.
A soccer off the ground. Tilly, ever the opportunist. Nice little chest mark in front. Can't stop those ones. Can you finish off?
Guys like Marzio, Colombo, and the one we've talked about a couple of times in Worshen, they've been the difference in this third quarter, Jack. And Tilly could finish off the good work right here as the siren goes, three-quarter time. That kick, unfortunately, stuck to the left, so another minus score. 41 points the margin at three-quarter time, Jack. Noosa, 9-13-67. Leading Redland-Victoria point, 3-8-26. And geez, Jack, it was all the Tigers in that third quarter.
A 5-goal term. We saw a even spread of talent. We're seeing other players coming to the ground. They're sharing the workload of the Tigers, and they're going to be hard-pressed to be beaten in the final term, Kane.
Well, ladies and gents, stick around. This could be an upset this afternoon. Noosa well on top at three-quarter time. We'll be back for final quarter QAFL action after the break.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked.
Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick. Tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience. Having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the home of the Redland-Victoria Point Sharks. This massive clash between Redland-Victoria Point and the Noosa Tigers. And Jack, that third quarter, it was all the Tigers, all the visitors.
Yeah, impressive goal by impressive quarter by the Tigers. 5 goals, 6 for the quarter, so nearly a 6-goal turnaround. They really lifted. They've shared the workload around. Wasn't one particular player dominating, and the other players really got into the game. This is the coach Brad Moore at three-quarter time, and he said, look, many times this year we've kicked 7 goals in the quarter. So, you know, if you've been down this quarter, don't make it a game that you're down for the whole game. Make sure the last score is a memorable one. So, you know, this is what these home and away games are all about. Let's see if we can bounce back. Let's take the game on. Let's look for the kicks inside 45 and see if we can open this up.
Well, just quickly go through some goal kickers for Noosa. Pettigrove's got a couple. He's the only multiple goal kicker on the ground, would you believe? Joey Muir's got one. Sam Tilley's got one. Marzio's got one. Des McCarthy's got one. Reece Free, the captain's got one. Willoughby's got one. And Patrick Monk, the ruckman's got one. And on the other end of the other side of the coin, Sexton's got one. Hamilton's got one. And Cooper Bell's got one for the Sharks. They're going to have to kick more than 3 goals to win this contest this afternoon. 41 points the margin. Who's going to come out on top? Can the Sharks come back, or are the Tigers going to run away with it? We're going to find out now. Gardner with a tap out. Willoughby again at the bottom of the pack. Can't get the handball out. Actually, it's Colombo, who had a brilliant third quarter for the Tigers. Willoughby's tracking this ball against Sexton. Here's Willoughby now. Kicks to the hot spot. Great effort there. Free, playing in front. Here's a chance for the Tigers. Snap around. Not quite. So, first score of the last quarter is a behind. 9-14-68. Increases the margin to 42 points.
Interesting to see how the Sharks can respond.
You've got to kick 7 unanswered goals. The Sharks to tie this game. Chapman, he's definitely been one of the Sharks' best this afternoon. Halfback, bit frustrated. Decides to go long. That could have been touched off the boot. Yes, it is. Play on. Gardner playing in front. Wasn't paid the mark. Shepherd just got pushed off the ball way too easy. Monk instantly gets claimed by Pell.
Just quick to handball, aren't they, at all times? They just quickly move that ball by hand.
Sorry, that was Miller laying the tackle. Oh, Merchant again. Bit of room to move. Handball over the top. Running carry. Brown's tracking it, trying to shut it down. It's a 2-on-1. Can the Tigers get out on top here? Gets back on the right foot. Free. Holding, says the umpire. Free kick to the Tigers.
He's walking to the top of the square as well.
Well, I'm not sure if that was in the square, though.
He's walking there. He is.
Well, geez, maybe the starting point was in the square. I'm not quite sure if the actual free kick was in the square.
Must have seen a bit of a jumper pull or something.
There was a little bit of a jumper pull. He was in the box seat at the drop of the ball. So free. Could be this first dagger in the heart. It's all clear. First goal of the last quarter going to the Tigers. That is not what Coach Moore would have wanted. 10-14-74. This has turned into a bit of a bloodbath, Jack. 3-8-26. 48 points the margin in favour of the Tigers.
Well, Coach Winter will be wrapped with this response. You know, everyone expects, okay, well, can Redlands bounce back from here, home ground? It's been brave. Noosa. Will things get turned around? And the first thing you can do is answer straight back and hit them on the scoreboard, and that's what they did. Twice they've gone inside forward 50 now, and then the skipper has been able to get a free kick and kick his second 2 goals in a row for free. Tigers.
Here we go again, back in the middle of the ground. Because this started a bit of a blowout here for the visitors. Hambleton laid the tackle, play on to the umpire. Miller was there laying another tackle as well. Here come the Tigers again. Free in the goal square. About 30 out, actually. Here's a chance. McCarthy on the left foot. Geez, that ball's staying forever in the air. Coming back towards goal. Push through for a minor score. All the work to be done now from the Sharks. Hambleton has been good since quarter time. Kicks back into the corridor. Miller to Sexton. He can break a game open anytime. Looking for Hamilton, not to his advantage. Still ends up with a kick off the ground just to the right.
That was a lot better ball movement than by the Sharks. Purposeful movement.
Well, in the end, it's taken 4 possessions, hasn't it? Full back, half back.
It's hardly looked like that all day. But then they could just show how quickly they can. If it had been kick, had been probably a bit better to Hamilton, but he really made something out of nothing.
Here's a chance. On the intercept, good juggling mark from Pettigrove. Pettigrove had all the time in the world. That's a pretty okay kick. Unfortunately, can't keep it in. Push over the boundary line. We talked about pre-game, Jack. Hamilton has taken all these marks inside attacking 50, but really, other than Hamilton, we haven't really seen anyone capable of taking a mark inside attacking 50 for the Sharks for most of the day.
No, well, Murder's on the bench at the moment, but he certainly showed a bit early. Probably went out of the game in that third term, which is understandable. He's missed a lot of footy playing NFL, but he'll only get better from. We saw a bit of a snapshot of what it might look like after he gets a few more games under his belt.
Ball gets sent towards the Tigers half-forward line. This guy all of a sudden has come into the game. Pettigrew could have got taken high. No, said the umpire. Free, playing in front again. Chapman at the drop of the ball. Free working hard, trying to keep the ball in. Play on to the umpire. Chapman trying to keep it in. Free is still pleading. Chapman's got to be gone, hasn't he? No. So you had Free pleading with the boundary umpire, and then the boundary umpire realised, oh, hang on, the ball's still in play. I've got to keep an eye on this. And finally blew the whistle. Throws the ball back in. Sexton's there for the Sharks. Colombo's there for the Tigers. Bomb of the back, dives on it. What's the umpire going to do here? Give it to me, boys. And probably 35-40 out from the Tigers' goal. To the wrong end if you're a Shark supporter, ladies and gents. McCarthy, Colombo, on his back, would you believe? Got the ball on boot somehow. That hack kick. Round the corner. Instigates the pressure here. Trying to break the tackle. Get the handball out. The Tigers hunting in packs. Good tackle laid there by Joe Muir. Muir's been really impressed. I've loved his game this afternoon, Muir.
Yep.
Sharks can't afford another goal. Just hack towards pushing the ball forward. The Tigers. Kick around the corner. Drop the mark he probably should have taken. Runs back onto it was Chapman. Still ends up in the hands of the Tiger. Backward Pell for the Sharks. Pell around the corner to Hamilton. Hamilton around the corner. Here's a foot race. Hamilton. Who's there for the Tigers hunting him down? That's Shanks once again. Hamilton. Handball over the top. They've got to get a goal out of this. The Sharks rein in and kicks it.
Yeah, well, it's Callahan.
Callahan gets his first. Well, small wins there for the Sharks.
Well, again, I think they've moved the ball a lot quicker, a lot more purposeful. I suppose the sting's gone out of the game a little bit, but you know, they're just getting that ball, winning it. They're getting it through the middle of the ground. They're getting it down quickly. I was wondering. I thought, you know, Sexton. Do you throw Sexton forward along with Hamilton? Do you put Chapman on the ball? He's got so much energy and effort. Does he go onto the ball? Yeah.
Well, they've got Brown playing on a wing, which is, I mean, he's such a dangerous small forward. They've really struggled, even when they've got the hand the ball at ground level.
Well, Sexton's gone forward.
Oh, there we go.
So Moore's made that move.
And
he's kicked so many goals for the Suns. He's a proven goal kicker.
And the big fella, Murder, is gone back down. Here's a chance for Sexton. Sexton to Hamilton, back to Sexton, check side, right foot, off the belly of the ball. That's how it'll fall. Always worried about people's windshields down there. There's no net down on that side of the ground. Hope your insurance company has paid up. Murder's going to be manning the mark here. Tigers can't really afford to go into their shell just yet. This guy's been absolutely huge. Arguably, he's best on ground for Noosa this afternoon.
Probably giving him the 4 quarters, hasn't he?
Oh, has he? Well, Willoughby. He's best on ground for me this hour. So far, Colombo has just grown in confidence since quarter time, like a lot of these Noosa players. They can feel blood in the water. The Sharks aren't circling that well. Brown got the 1-2. He might get it back. Oh, great smother there. Willoughby again. Well done. Still a chance for the Sharks. Gets clothesline mid-air was Hamilton. They've got nothing to lose now, the Sharks. They've got to go. Murder. Hamilton. Hamilton got held. You could see that pulling the jumper from a mile away. And to say he has to kick this to give them any chance of a comeback would be the understatement.
Well, this should be back-to-back goals. Here we go. This is it around the corner.
You said it earlier, Jack. Tends to kick around the corner when he's lacking a bit of confidence. That's straight out the goal umpire's hat. So Hamilton's got a couple. The leading goal kicker on the ground for the Sharks with 2. Sexton's got 1, Cooper Pell's got 1, and Callahan's got 1. So, again, they're not going away, but that margin right now is still 36 points, 6 goals, 6 straight goals to tie it up.
We see Chapman moved onto the wing. Mackenzie picking him up.
So that's...
He has no trouble finding the ball, Chapman. He's a ball magnet.
Unfortunately, he hasn't got 6 or 7 Chapmans that he can throw around the ground. See what happens here. Miller, Aston, the captain, kicks around the corner. Who's at ground level for the Sharks? No one. Shanks, who's also probably in my top 2 or 3 this afternoon. Murder. Couldn't get both hands to the footy, but it's all the Tigers at ground level. Now they've got a bit of run and carry opportunity from half back. Little short kick's going to work. Great effort there. Good smart play. Airy Bam back. This guy's gone off the chain in the last probably 10 minutes. Pettigrove. Oh, here's a chance for the Tigers. They've got to score here. Here's a chance. Marzio to guess who? Tilly kicks the goal.
Well, Coach Winter will be wrapped going against the grain that the Tigers have been able to answer one straight back. It looked like the Sharks were going to get onto a bit of a roll. And again, launched from defence. They've worked their way up. They've had numbers that worked hard into space.
How smart was that little short kick from half back onto the wing here? He didn't bomb away, found a teammate, and then that chain started. And this young man right here in the last quarter, Pettigrove, all of a sudden has lost the tag, and he's causing havoc for the Sharks' defence.
They look like a team that's built for speed. There's not a big, solid, they're all just fit, fast ball moving, athletic. Interesting looking group. There's not big powerhouses in there that you can see.
It's not the game time for key position, is it?
No, they're all similar size, but or smaller. But geez, they've been impressive today.
And Colombo has now moved on Chapman. Chapman with the handball out, trying to find a teammate. Good spread here from the Sharks. Making his debut, Rigby. He's been okay today, not super great. Shepherd on debut as well. Probably in the back, over the shoulder.
The full credit to Coach Moore. At least he's pulled the trigger. He hasn't sat in the box wondering. He's swapped players around. He's having a good look.
This is Burns. Couldn't find a teammate there. Tilly again. Just keeping the ball in front. Bit of soccer skills there from Tilly. Handball out. Again. Up close and personal. The Tigers are doing a lot better. Pick up the ball, boys. Handball over the top. Here's a chance. Rain in. Takes a bounce. Who's going to kick the goal? Slaney. No, found a teammate. Guess who? It's McCarthy.
Again, who's in the best position? I'm not going to blaze away myself. I'm going to draw the defender to me. I'll handball over the top. The Tigers will get the goal. I don't care where it comes from, as long as it comes from the Tigers. Great teamwork by them.
Well, in the end, and again, it was just reward for effort. They held their length, they held their space, they didn't get sucked into the contest. The Sharks were trying to shut the play down, and all of a sudden, there was numbers everywhere for the Tigers.
Right in front of us came. We saw contested footing, we saw toe pokes, we saw blocks, we saw knock-ons. They kept the ball alive, and they kept in the chain, got the ball forward. So even the 1%ers, they all mean so much.
Well, we're heading towards a Soccer World Cup coming up pretty shortly the next couple of months, and Tilly there was definitely showing his soccer skills on this broadcast side. Pell, guess who again? Willoughby. Got the snap here. Here's Tilly again. Gets back, finds a teammate. Right foot to the goal square, free. Playing in front. Couldn't take the mark. Play on, said the umpire. Brown finds some room out there at half back, and McCarthy stops him from continuing the run. Back into the corridor. Pell couldn't take the mark. Again, the debutants have done okay. They haven't dominated. Handball over the top. Good tackle. Brushed it off. Again, smother off the boot. Little check side. Playing cute. Not great. And here come the Tigers again. And this man here, Shank, he's got to be in the top 2 or 3 this afternoon. Found a teammate across half back and then sprinted 50 metres on the wing, and he's still screaming for it. Number 29. And Chapman finally decided to go, well, someone's got to man you up. McCarthy's been huge after quarter time, Jack.
He was busy the first time, but he's been very consistent all day long. He plays a bit of VFL, doesn't he, with the Lions, but He's been very good today.
Out that side. Now they're just controlling the ball movement a little bit, slowing the game down. 12-15, 87 to 5-9, 39. The reigning Premier are in trouble. Here's Tilly again. Kicks to the pocket. Who's there for the Tigers? Tried to get the handball out. Colombo had an airball. Still gets back on it. Still gets back on it. Free with an absolute shank off the boot. Tilly trying to keep the ball alive. Colombo might end up with it again. No, he doesn't. That around the ball corner kick wasn't great from the top. Colombo just lean back and kick the goal, son. Yes, he has.
Well, great goal by Colombo, composed under pressure. That ball was bouncing around everywhere. Everyone was trying to snap, but again, a handball to someone in a better position and a kick around his body, and he put it through.
He touched the ball probably 5 times in that passage of play, and I could see it coming. It's like, surely he's going to end up with this and kick the goal. And eventually he got it and kicked the goal.
Another player who's got better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right there. 5. We're almost in shock here, ladies and gents, to be perfectly honest. They've got a lot of players out, Redland-Victoria point. But this performance from the Noosa Tigers is absolutely brilliant since quarter time, Jack. It's 13-15, 93 to 5-9, 39. That lead has blown up substantially.
With a double in scoring shots, 28 to 14.
Ball back in the middle. Noosa are all over them now. All the run is with the Tigers. Sexton gives a little clip over the ear. Play on. He might have to put another defensive effort here. Tilly. No, it's Marzio. Back looking for free. Good intercept mark there, taken Miller. He stood up pretty well again for the Sharks. He's been a massive servant for this club for a long, long time. Miller didn't really get the handball he liked either. Handballs, found a teammate, just takes the tackle. So, 17.5 minutes played. 54 points the margin, would you believe, ladies and gentlemen. Aston couldn't get his head on the footy in that contest. Miller back with the fly of the ball, takes a good mark. Got the hiccups all of a sudden going on here, Jack. Miller kicks the ball up and under. Big fella Gardner. Pardon me. To Brown. Brown looking for Chapman. Oh, here's a chance. Tilly to Pettigrove. Gets the handball back to Tilly. Tilly to probably my best on ground in this game. Has kicked it. Sam Willoughby, take your hat off and take a well-deserved bow.
Well, the Tigers, you have been terrific today. It's been a pleasure to watch them. They've just absolutely shared that footy around. Their big players have stepped up in big situations. To the Sharks' credit, they've come back out at three-quarter time. They've had a bit of a crack, but they've been able to have all the answers today. I just think some of the Sharks, obviously the 5 outs, and also no excuses. At the end of the day, Tigers have just been the better side, no question about that.
Well, it was such an arm wrestle in that first quarter. Very low scoring, wasn't it, Jack? I mean, look at it. It was 2 points the margin at quarter time, 15 points the margin at half time, and all of a sudden it turned into 41 points. And by the end of this, it's at 10 goals now. As Aston back in the middle of the ground, that little up and under handball wasn't great from Brown. He wasn't moving when he gave that handball either. Can't afford to let this ball get out the back, the Sharks. Noosa just hunting them in packs at the moment. Look at the defensive efforts here. Chapman again, probably one of their best this afternoon. And that ball gets forced. No, it stayed in somehow. Kick back and board. Brown's got to hit the contest hard. Drops a mark he 9 times out of 10 would have taken. Sexton pleading for the footy. He's got it now. Handball over the top. They've got a bit of an overlap going. Looking for Pell at full forward. Pushes his man under the mark. Hamilman's around the mark as well. Looking for a teammate. And they've found their way out of this, the Tigers, brilliantly. Kick to half back.
How good's the back six been today?
Jack Burns, cross half back. Well, if you could pick a 3-2-1 that aren't all wearing Noosa colours, I'll walk home to the Gold Coast, Jack. As play continues now. Kick to half forward, Miller, impacting that contest well. But again, lack of numbers at ground level has been the trouble all day. Oh, don't tell me. Look at that ball come out, and Tilly arguably has finished it off.
He's probably got himself in the votes by the end of the day, Tilly, hasn't he? The way he's been played out his game, he's just been such a dangerous player.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's so much talk about Tilly pre-game. I mean, for the year, he's dominated all the stats. But his ball use has been key for me today. He was game blanketed in the midfield in the first half. As the siren goes... Or was that a preempted siren?
So it's only the 21 minute
That's 21 minutes played.
Might have been the oval over the back.
Is there an oval over the back? Jay, I'm not sure about that one. Now, even the umpires are a bit confused about all this. It's probably be the shortest quarter for the year, as we're looking at it.
Might have lent on the siren.
Surely not. Maybe a Redland supporter trying to put his team out of its misery this afternoon. 15-15, 105 to 5-9-39. They've kicked 2 goals in this last quarter, the Sharks. So, no, play's going to continue. So, not sure how long this quarter's going to go, because that clock is still stopped on 21 minutes. Chapman kicks to half forward, looking for Hamilman, drops the mark, and again, he just doesn't want to give up another goal, does he? One-on-one contest. Ball back in the middle of the ground, not the best of kicks. Marzio and Tilly again. That's a high shot, free kick. Going to Bromwich. Oh, well done, Tilly. Great effort by him. Almost created another smother. Back looking for the likes of Hamilman. Can't get to him. Ball at ground level. Shepherd missed it. And the Tigers clear again. Got to hit the contest is free. Well done. Chapman again. That ball kicked across the ground. They've got some room to move the Sharks. Colombo can't shut that play down. Holds it up well though. Amblewood Town here. Aston's down there as well. Just got their arms in the air, not really moving. And Hamilton takes a mark on the lead. He's ended up on the boundary again. So the sun is setting this afternoon on this contest here at Totally Workwear Park. I still reckon it's a bit of an upset from the Tigers. Can he close the margin back? Hamilman's been pretty well held. Look at that for a kick. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Well done, Matty Hamilman. He's kicked 3 for the day. Leading goal kicker for the Sharks once again. Hasn't had a lot of help though, unfortunately. Only 3 other goal kickers.
Well, that's the 10th time in his state league career that he's kicked 3 goals. And it's not over yet.
6-9-45. 10 goals in arrears, unfortunately, the home side, the reigning premier. 15-15, 105, the Tigers. As Murder makes his way back on the ground. Well, keep an eye on it, Jack, but if you can work out a 3-2-1, we've got to be pretty quick getting out of this commentary box this afternoon. There's another game after this one. The girls are playing. So keep an eye on that as play continues. Time ticking away. That clock is still on 21 minutes. Hopefully it's not a 40-minute quarter. Sharks peppering away. Gets to the half-forward line. Players dive on it. That ball's not going anywhere. Plenty of tired players back into this
I'll
game.
let you know now, and you can have your say as well. But the three players I've really enjoyed watching today for the Tigers has been Willoughby, McCarthy and Tilly. I think they've been outstanding. But there's 8 players, I think, that feature in those votes.
Okay, well, give me a quick second to think about it. Miller, that hat kicked half forward. That's a good contested mark.
The defence has been so good collectively.
Oh, insanely good. Gilliman Turner. Hamilton. Smothered that. Now the umpires called that from 40 metres away. The on-hand umpire didn't see any free kick. Noosa back at full back. Jeez. Just quickly, Jack. I think Willoughby's been huge, but I'm actually going to give my best on ground to Billy Shanks across half-back. I thought he's been absolutely massive. When that game was on the line, he was massive across half-back, Billy Shanks.
Yeah.
So you got probably Billy Shanks with 3, Willoughby with 2, just. Oh. And in the end, to be perfectly honest, I think Josh Wirchin, number 33, is getting my 1 vote this afternoon. As advantage is paid, can they finish it off with another goal? Look at him streaming through the corridor. Kick to the pocket. McCartney. He's got a player screaming for it in the goal square. He's not going to go to him.
He's kicked 2 today, McCarthy. He's played up forward, he's played midfield.
Look at Pettigrew running off the ground for a well-earned rest. He's been pretty big in this last quarter.
Watching coming off as well.
McCarthy. Can this be arguably the last nail in the coffin? They've dominated all day. McCarthy leans back. Is it going to? Yes, it does. Just making the distance. So let's go on number 3. And would you believe it? So
great work today by the Tigers. Coach Winterby Rapp have come down to Redlands today. They're taking on the reigning premiers. They've kicked over 100 points. Probably over a 10-goal plus maybe win today. So a lot to like about the Tigers.
And nine individual goal kickers.
The sprint of the team performance today, I think, is probably one of the things that he'll be most pleased about, I would think. But again, their ball movement, their back 6, it's just really shared the workload. Their attention to detail.
Monk in the ruck, Chapman attacking the ball well, gets shut down by McCartney.
The ability to play for each other.
It's been the 1% stuff again though, Jack, hasn't it?
And there are things like clean ball, pick off the ball off the ground, quick touches, clean touches.
And Sexton clears the ball out of the middle. Probably the first mistake he's made all day, to be fair, was Jack Burns. No, not Jack Burns, sorry. That was Marsh. Kick around the corner. Murder gets claimed. Got the handball out somehow to Shepherd. Trying to kick a goal on debut. Lays a solid tackle as well. Pushed over the boundary line.
It'll be better for the run. Had an interrupted injury this year. A couple of games back through the reserves who were struggling a little bit. So to be back here, get some games under his belt through the winter months, I think he'll be a fine pickup for him.
Ball gets thrown back in. Hamilton playing in the ruck. Had kick on goal. Missing.
Shepherd again.
Shepherd. So 6:10:46 to 16:15. 111. So what's that? That's a 60. Oh, geez, my maths only went out the window. I'll leave that to you, Jack.
65 points.
65 points the margin. Almost 11 goals. This guy's been good. I haven't minded his game this afternoon. Gardner in the ruck. Malone hopefully will come back sooner or later. Ball heading up towards Maida and Hamilton. Uncontested mark in the end. Ran past 3 Noosa defenders and took an easy mark. Again, he's going around. He's doing the round the corner routine. Kicks it around the corner. Just sneaks it in. So he's kicked 4. Well,
Hamilton cashes in late. Presented all day long, to be fair. He's had a great battle with McNally. And that is now the 11th time in his career that he's kicked 4 goals.
You just counting it down one by one.
I do. I've counted every one of his goals just to see.
If he decides to kick another one.
If he kicks another one, it'll be the 11th time he's kicked 5 goals.
Oh, jeez. It's a Matty Hamilman show, unfortunately, not on the scoreboard this afternoon. It's been all the Tigers, ladies and gents. And again, that clock is still stuck on 21 minutes.
Timekeeper's gone home.
Timekeeper went stuff there, so I'm out. 65 points the margin. The Sharks get the clearance. Good attack on the ball, just waiting for it to drop. Shank. Best on ground for me this afternoon, this young man. Small in stature, but I tell you what, he's got some ability at half back. Here's a chance again. Speaking of ability, Colombo finds a teammate. Kick back and board now. They're just trying to play cute here. Tilly says get out of the way. Kicks the ball inside, attacking 50. Oh, that was a well-weighted kick, and that was absolutely brilliant.
Had the pace, beating for pace.
Ethan Slaney, well done.
Just tap that ball again, just to advantage. The Tigers all day long have tried to go back through the middle of that corridor. They want to own that middle, and they actually have today.
Well, we'll talk about final nails in the coffin. This has to be one of the last ones you would expect. Slaney leans back from 50. Not going to be a score. Free, and guess who it is? Who's come up with that?
That's number 8, isn't it?
This man here, is it Mazio?
I reckon it is.
Yes,
yep.
it is.
Yep.
He's probably unlucky not to have found himself in the votes either, Jack.
That's your siren.
That's the siren. This could be cream on the cake. He can't go in board though. The umpire's watching him closely. It's a perfect way to finish. An absolute dominant display. Leans back and unfortunately kicks a point, but it doesn't matter. Would you believe it, folks? Noosa, 16-16, 112, has come away from Redland-Victoria Point, 7-10-52. Would you believe it, Jack? It's a 70-point margin in favour of the Tigers.
Yeah, well done, Tigers. They were absolutely fantastic today. It's great to be here and see them play that type of footy. They're going to be, they're going to win more games than they lose if they can stick together and play like that for the year. Very, very impressive. So well done to Coach Darren Winter, who's and Adam Bobolino are helping out down there. So really looking forward to doing some good things up there at the Noosa this year. So looking forward to them. I'm sure Coach Brad Moore will be thinking, well, I've got some games into some young blokes, I've got some troops coming back, some key personnel, but we'll keep working hard and be there at the business end.
Well, thank you, Jack, for your contribution. To the great man, Jack Barry. To Phoenix on the camera, he's done a wonderful job this afternoon. My name's Kane Browning. Tune in for next week for more TPIL QAFL Game of the Week action. We'll see you then. Take care and have a wonderful weekend. Hard to give you a plug by the end, mate. I kept forgetting that all the time.
in the background.
I'm filming the next screen. Am I seeing it?
Yes. The next game, aren't you? We're getting there right now. We're going to get out as quickly as we can. Yeah. Oh, well done, Jack. Well done. Good stuff. Well done, mate. Good call.
That's still an odd. I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Very good. Very good.